Alright, we'll wait the 10 seconds required by law. And we're probably good. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another live stream. So I'm about 7/8 dead right now because I've had a ocular migraine all day, which then turns into a migraine, and it just kind of sucks entirely. So I kind of wanted to do something, and I start streaming at 4 o'clock on Fridays now. I wanted to do something that's maybe a little more chill as a result, because I am fairly exhausted and my brain just, like, even if I cough, it still hurts. So we're just gonna be doing this today. It's kind of, you know, just chilling, we'll listen to some music while we play this, because I've heard that's a good thing to do. I'll still be screwing around, obviously, and joking around. And also, haven't really figured out the lighting situation yet. What I'm trying to do is, like, I've got my webcam set up behind my computers, but then I've got this giant box light that's just, as you can kind of see, it's washing me out a little bit. But anyway, so we'll go ahead and continue. Oh, I'm making a Shadow Priest, by the way. Well, I made a Shadow Priest. And that's what we will be playing. Also, let me know if the music is too, like, loud or anything. Said Hearthstone, I did, I thought.
Looking for something specific? See you around.
It might be loud, I don't know. Maybe you can even, like, maybe you can't even hear the music, but there's not even really anybody watching, so I don't really know who I'm talking to. Hey, what's going on? Nobody here but me. Good to see you, buddy. I'm gonna go ahead and train in this, because you never know when you might need it.
You need something?
Yeah, I need this.
Light bless you.
So nobody here but me. Now that you're in here, bro, I have had a hell of a day, right? So I woke up and everything was fine. What's going on, Mr. BJMGWCG? You're gonna have to tell me how you decided that's a good name. So I woke up, everything was fine. Wasn't really that big of an issue. Gonna hold on to that. And I was sitting here minding my own business, and just, like, I don't know if you guys have ever had, like, an ocular migraine before, but it'll just be like a blot
How are you?
in the center of your vision, or just to the side, where you cannot see anything. So yeah, that happened, which was a blast, and now I'm here, and it took a couple hours to kind of get with it, but my brain's quasi-recovered. Is that title a shot at The Last of Us 2? Advisor, you better believe it, man. And they say I'm petty. Oh god, it hurts to laugh. What's going on, McSlappy? Shay Eternal, good to see you, bro. Wow, I'm getting my ass kicked right out of the gate. Been watching your videos for about a year. Oh yeah, man. Well, thanks for coming in and watching my Twitch too. I do appreciate that. It's nice to, you know, get some support every once in a while. I keep looking up here for the webcam, but it's right there. What's going on, Hazion? Good to see you, bro. Can you guys hear the music at all? Just let me know, because I'm not sure if you can or can't. Oh my god. My brains hurt all the time. Heal and fortified. Fortified. Healed. It's really quiet. Well, I can fix that after I run away from these things. Oh, that's probably gonna not be a good situation for me. Alright, 1 second. Let me just start there. Put it right there. There you go. You don't want to, like, too loud, right? Because you want to hear the World of Warcraft. Did you beat The Last of Us 2? Yeah, okay, so listen to what my dumbass did yesterday. I did beat The Last of Us 2, but in my hastiness, I deleted it from PS5 or PS4. So now I'm kind of wondering, did I lose all of my saves? Because if I lost all of my saves, that means I have to play the thing again until I can get to, like, all the shamblers. I don't know how things, see the human model for a while is still as dull as ever. It may be dull, but there's nothing quite like being human and then killing everything else. So now you can hear it nice. Yeah, it's been quiet though. Your newest video is really good. Keep it up. Excellent. Glad you enjoyed it, bro.
What can I do for you?
Yeah, we do this. Oh, great. Let me get some water, I guess. Don't bother reinstalling. I know. But dude, you know, here's the thing. The new Infected were actually kind of interesting, right? Like, they could have been worse. They really could have been. I'd rather be a Krogan. Wouldn't we all? We had 4 testicles and we're virtually unkillable. I followed you after watching the I Am Legend video. Nice. Appreciate it, my dude. Where does this thing want me to go? Alright. These things, the Azeroth autopilot breaks so frequently, it's just stupid. You shouldn't have lost anything. I hope not, because I don't know if I saved in the right locations, and it's going to be difficult to figure out exactly where the Shammer spawns in, because I may need that footage, but we'll just have to see, I guess. But how are you doing, Lucas Macbeth? Let's see, go up top. Nope.
Well met. Need help?
Alright, got some new road. Oh, finally. Okay. I'm not really sure what I spent most of my money on. That's bizarre.
Safe travels.
Huh. I feel like I lost a lot of money somewhere.
What can I help you with?
Okay, still got that. That's good. Put this over here. Alright, that should get me enough to get Power Shield. So how's everybody doing on this lovely Friday, by the way? Everybody feeling good?
Greetings.
Everybody's brains still in their skulls?
Be careful.
I really need to send myself some money. I might jack the money for my paladin. Does The Last of Us 2 autosave? Because if so, you might not have to go through the pain of replaying the entire game. I think it autosaves to a degree, but I think that gets overridden. I'm doing well, enjoying the wonders of herbal tea. Have you checked out Unreal 2 The Awakening? Really good game. I have not heard of Unreal 2. What is that? Also, again, if I look like completely washed out, first, I get super pale when I have a migraine, apparently. Did not know that until today. Second, this light is like on my eyeballs right now, so it's probably like not ideal. What I could do as a result of this, you know, if you guys wouldn't tell anybody how much of a loser I am, I could wear my sunglasses over it Gucci style. And that actually feels a lot better. I'm not gonna lie. Hey, Danny, this is a weird statement, but I was actually wondering where you were the last few days. What's going on, dude? So, just asking because I haven't played either. Would you rather play RE2 Remake or The Last of Us 2? Dude, RE2 Remake by like a country mile. RE2 Remake was, I thought, really good. And I mean, I still even had fun with RE3, you know? Yes, do that. What's going on, Necromorph? And man, my eyes have never felt better right now. You look hella cool with them sunglasses. Yeah, Danny, you missed my explanation. So I had an ocular migraine today, and I literally just recovered from it about like an hour ago. But if I move too quickly or cough,
How are you?
it's like stage 5 pain in my brain. Honestly, every time you streamed, I was doing something else and didn't really want to stop to watch The Last of Us 2, and nobody would blame you, Danny. I'm gonna play Halo 5 and The Last of Us 2. Yeah, dude, I'm right there with you. See, they both had, in my mind, equally bad storylines, right? But at least in Halo 5, there was some fun to be had with the action aspect. In The Last of Us 2, it's just too slow, man. And in Lost Necklace. Roanoke looking like an alien that eats protein powder for fun. Maybe I should just go with this look from now on, man. It's good for my eyes and blocks out the light. I look like an absolute dork right now. I'm looking at myself in the webcam. Oh, sorry, man. Dude, I would still rather play RE3 than The Last of Us 2, in all honesty. Because I still had fun with RE3. I mean, Carlos was simping hard, but, you know, it was at least, like, I had a good time. Well, hello, Hans. What's going on, Pollock? And thank you for the compliment. This time I was experiencing the first Dead Space for the first time. I decided I'd watch this instead. Dude, I appreciate it, but man, you know, you gotta Watch that Dead Space or play that Dead Space. Dead Space is awesome. Unreal 2 is a bit older, from the early 2000s. I remember, is that the game where like if you get shot, you get blown apart or something like that? A bit early 2000s. You fight alien space mutants, mercenaries. You fight mutant planets. Alien, human, Frankenstein things. Good story, weapons, characters. I'll have to check into that. I'm doing quite good, thank you. Well, that's good to hear, Bullet. Oh man, I remember being severely disgusted by the baby necromorphs. If it isn't pea-flavored Pop-Tarts. Yeah, dude. Well, you know what's interesting about the baby necromorphs? Are you talking about from the second one or the first one? Because in the first one, those were actually just kind of cloned infants, and they were grown for their, I guess, organs and limbs and stuff. And that's why if you would get damaged, they would just send you to medical. But that was also considered contraband by EarthGov. I've been subscribed to the channel for a year now. Well, hell yeah, bro. Thanks for sticking around. I do appreciate that. The first one, yeah. Well, you know, it takes solace in the fact that they really didn't have, like, any brains. All they had were just organs. You know, if that's anything to take solace in. Yeah, I've had DS2 for a while because it was free, but I just bought the first one for PC. I was getting the hydroponics when I got the notification. Well, thank you, Danny, for showing up. And I'd say, man, that game, it's only going to get better. And, like, the fourth and fifth time you play it, it's even better past that. Rex, thank you for the follow, bro. I do appreciate it. I wanted to smash those organs. I hate those so much. Now, I will say this. If there's anything to actually be like, oh god, about, is the infants from the second Dead Space. Because those infants were actually like babies. We're gonna play any horror games today? So my brain is, this is what I've got in me currently right now. Because horror games sometimes require puzzles, and I don't have that. I can talk, but you know how it goes. Will I be playing it? Probably not, but tomorrow morning when I'm, you know, feeling a little more there, I might play something. I don't know. Anybody got any suggestions? Obligatory next episode question? Dude, I haven't even started thinking about the next episode. But if I had to guess, probably on Sunday after I shake off whatever ailment I have after the 4th of July. I'll probably be seeing if I can start getting footage of the Shambler from Last of Us 2. Because I know the game itself wasn't interesting, at least to me. Could be interested to you. But I want to still cover those creatures just to kind of, you know, finish out the whole thing. I haven't played the second one. I'm going to do it eventually. You should definitely do it, man. The second one was great. And I don't know why everybody hates on the third one. I thought I thought I was drinking water. I thought the third one was pretty good as well. Vampire, only puzzles in there are the much later in the game. That might be kind of good. It's going to be hard. I feel bad for you. Yeah. You know, the good thing is that if I recall, the enemies are a lot less, I guess, they don't really look around as much, maybe? Is the best way to put it? So, it's easier to, like, get a good look at them, and they don't react to light either. Because I think in the first one, runners would react to light. Come on. You know, these boars have a disturbing lack of meat. I don't think it was you who said this quote, but I know someone on YouTube said this might have been you, but I quote, Dead Space is interesting because it's like the only game where you shoot babies. I know that I've said that before, but I don't know if I can take credit for it. Because, I mean, it really kind of is. It's the only game where you can. Alright, are you guys not going to give me, like, any meat? We're going to reload the UI. It's dark as heck, though. Oh, yeah, dude, for sure. We need more games where you shoot babies, demon babies. They took a lot of risks with Dead Space, and it's kind of unfortunate because there's not a lot of people doing that. except possibly Negative Atmosphere, if you guys want to check that out. It's not out yet, so you can't really check it out, but when it does come out and the demo comes out, I would highly recommend playing it. I've been kind of, and I'm biased, I am, because somebody pointed me in the direction of this game when Calvin was like working on like the hallway, right? And just to see, you know, I get like inside stuff about it, so like just to see how far this game has come in that short amount of time, it's pretty awesome. So you guys should definitely check it out when it does come out.
You need something? See you later.
Do you need something? Negative Atmosphere sounds cool. Dude, it's going to be awesome. I'm so ready. The best spot to look at them is right outside the sewer, as I remember. I'll have to remember that. Tyler's crazy. Thank you for the follow, bro. We love Negative Atmosphere. We love a Negative Atmosphere plug because the folks working on it are cool. The game itself looks not cool. My thoughts exactly.
Hey there. Have a good one.
Not to mention they've already had
Light
to deal
be
with
with
people
you.
in the past trying to like get in the way of it being released. So the fact that they've overcome that is great. Am I Actually Alive has followed. Thank you for the follow, my dude. Good old Classic. Gotta love it, dude. I love Classic. Like, okay, so I don't know if you guys know this or not. A, I'm a giant nerd. But B, alright, so I remember I was in a guild when Classic first came out, right? And that guild ended up dissolving, bad leadership, yada yada yada. So one of the things I was joking about, I was like, wouldn't it be funny if they released the Burning Crusades and then released Wrath of the Lich King? Just as a complete joke. Well, they are absolutely now releasing the Burning Crusades, and then they'll be probably releasing Wrath of the Lich King. And I'm just, like, that's honestly where the games should have stopped, because Cataclysm was ass, Mists of Pandaria was ass, Warlords of Draenor was okay at best. Battle for Azeroth I didn't really get into because it just didn't interest me. And now Shadowlands, I don't know how Shadowlands is going to be. Although we did have that Legion game, I guess. Hey Onyx, thank you for the host, bro. But dude, I am completely just ecstatic that they are going to be releasing the Burning Crusades so I can buy it all over again. And I might have to go Horde because Blood Elves were always my thing. Almost as cool as your... Dude, I'm just wearing them. I'm wearing them Gucci style. Finally something that isn't trash. I know, dude. Like, I'm kind of sad The Last of Us 2 was as bad as it was, because even trying to play The Last of Us yesterday, I was like, man, you know, this game just kind of lost some of its coolness. Yeah, we knew you were a giant nerd, Rowan. That's why I'm here. Good point. I had started at the beginning of Burning Crusade and quit at the end of Wrath of the Lich King. I mean, dude, that's about all you needed to do, if I'm being totally honest. Like, there was a little bit of resurgence with the Burning Legion, or I forget what the actual expansion was called. But it was nothing like the Burning Crusades. And everybody's always like, oh, it's just nostalgia. It's like, no. The quests were better, the leveling was better, the enemies were better, just the gear looked better. They had the coolest, like, you think the Burning Crusade armor that you could get that was plate looked cool. But then you pop on Wrath of the Lich King, and you get that stuff through Ice Crown Citadel. It was like, oh my god, dude, this is awesome. I'm playing, oh wait, alright, let me read this. Subnautica Below Zero can be fun, a little bit scary, not which is sort of fascinating. You gonna play that? Dude, I know I'm gonna be playing some Subnautica. I actually own Subnautica, I just haven't really done much with it yet. But I will be doing it for too much longer. But I also have, what was it, The Forest, which is arguably like Subnautica, just with a different skin slapped on it. Subnautica, oh wait, I'm playing Doom Eternal with Berserk cheat code, so it's max rip and tear. You mean the way it was meant to be made, or played, excuse me. I started playing Battle for Azeroth just to dip my toes into it, and I'm glad that there's a stat squish coming down. Yeah, dude. Everything started getting so ridiculous. Like, the health, the armor, like, they had to do it, though, because there needed to be this difference, I guess. Too much political correctness can ruin everything. Yeah, especially considering games are, like, kind of escapism. And when you can't escape politics no matter what you do, kind of burns you out a little bit. Land Subnautica, exactly, Daniel. I'm debating about getting the Bioshock series since they're on sale. I just don't know if they're good or not. So, everybody always raves about Bioshock. You know, I would say it was definitely fun, don't get me wrong. But it wasn't like, I never understood why everybody lost their mind over the game. Like, it was good. It's definitely worth a play. But I just don't, to me, it wasn't that big of a deal. Also, your music is too loud, it's drowning you out. Totally called it. What about right there? Boom. Damn, Rowan, you're murdering kobold workers again. I feel like that's all I ever do. And Subnautica has aliens, though. True. Forest has mutant cannibals, though. You can't escape the Owu monsters. Are you sure about that? Hey, fresh HP, or let me try it again, fresh P5. Thank you for your follow, my guy. Much better. That's Gucci. Alright, good. I'm glad that I fixed that. It's gonna be kind of funny, though, because now, I don't know, we've been streaming for a while. So that means there's probably been a lot of people that come in here like, what the hell is this dude talking about? I'm gonna share a link to a really appropriate, may I share a link? Yeah, dude. Go for it. So, fresh P5, what brings you around here, my guy? I'm gonna need some mana. Are you getting the new game made by Arcane called Deathloop? I have not heard anything about Deathloop. What is that? They respawn in a 40 meter area after death. The kobolds? Alright, does anybody know how you get links to actually show up? There must have been something I've done that blocks links. I think the one thing that retail has over Classic is the warrior capabilities. Warriors suck until 60 on Classic. Yes, they do. I actually played as a warrior for a while. I always thought it was interesting, like, how OP they made the warriors, though. You know what I'm saying? I just realized I have freaking power shield. Why haven't I been using that? I think upside down pilot shade should be a permanent addition to your streams. I could do it, man. Because then you don't have to see my dead, lifeless eyes. Oh, God. Also, you know what I want to do? I want to get text to chat, whatever it is, where it reads out the text. How are they overpowered? Okay, so I know that there was a point when, as a warrior, you could literally wield two-handed swords. And it was just like, what the... Why? Why does that need to be a thing? And I just remember thinking it was OP, and I got annihilated by a warrior a couple times because of it. Get some neon. Oh, dude, I'm gonna set everything. Like, I need to, since I'm actually like streaming consistently and on a schedule, which you guys didn't know. During the weekdays, I stream about 7 o'clock at night. Fridays, I stream at 4, and then Saturdays, I stream in the morning, so you know when to show up. But since I'm doing this like more consistently, you know, I might as well like start actually doing it correctly. Become an E-man? You think I could sell my bathwater? Oh, good. That's what I needed him to do. Resist that. That was fantastic. So while I'm on that, good night, lads. Have a nice talk. Have a terrific weekend. All right, Pollock, take care, bro. So normally genocide. I'm balancing it out since I'm committed genocide against demons. Well, that's okay if you do that. Yeah, Fury Warrior and BFA has that. It's only OP lower levels. Once you get to higher levels, warriors aren't really a problem. Interesting. I remember just getting murked. You can sell signature bug shapes. It's called Gucci style, my man. I'd buy a bottle of my bath water. All right, let's do it. Somebody's gonna get it tested for like human DNA, and there'll be no traces. I'm loving the glasses. Well, excellent, All Father. I appreciate the support on my glasses. It's actually a reason for this. Like I said, I had an ocular migraine earlier, so yeah. Yeah, I'm not orange. Did you guys know that? Where am I going? All right, so okay, I'm acting stupid. Let me go this way. Believe it or not, every once in a while I just don't appear orange. It's pretty nice. Pallies, demon hunters, and monks are the real PvP issues. Everybody says that, but dude, I played as a pally. Maybe I just suck, but I had issues. Probably not a good thing to admit. I probably just suck. I got my pilot shades to put them on upside down too. Become one with Rowan. Exactly. Everybody just grab a pair of shades, you know, put them on like this. Ret Pally, max crit. Oh, okay. See, that's my problem. I always went prot. There's something about being a tank, you know? Don't revoke my row with cards. Well, is there anything, like, I don't know, do you have regular glasses? Oh, this should be good. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna lesser heal myself. I'm gonna drop nothing on that, apparently. Alright, you know what? We're backing out. Great. Great. Love it. Fuck me. Damn it. No, I'll get my prescription blood. There you go. I'll go get. Oh. Alright, there we go. Alright. We're good. These things are pissed. Hey! Am I actually alive? Gifted 1 sub to Roanoke's community. Thank you, sir. Do appreciate that. That's very kind of you. And congrats, Lucas Macbeth. Finally, a quality streamer. Hey, a talking pizza. Thank you for the compliment, my guy. I can't believe it's July already. Dude, right? Like, although I will say this year's been nothing but ass, so I'm kind of glad it's, you know, we're getting there. I forgot it's 2020. Yeah. Never forget it's 2020, man. Because 2020 ain't gonna forget you. It's gonna come after us all. I thought it was 1920. Well, kind of world kind of looks like it. It almost seems like it runs in century patterns, doesn't it? We're gonna sneak around the other way, I think, over here to get to the gold tooth. Or if you're an ass man, is that a bad thing? No, definitely not. It's never a bad thing. Everybody's got their personal preferences on that. But all I'm saying, that's why my fiance is thick. Depends on the ass. An unkempt ass. We'll go with that. Oh, good. Well, I should level up here, so I gotta refill everything. Got him! Have to flex on us like that? Always, man. If it ain't dummy thick, it ain't worth the classic. What is it? If it don't sit like a horse? I've heard that one. Alright, so let's go ahead. Well, we don't need water. I'm gonna go ahead and kill this thing. Ooh, nice. There's that thing. Well, flexing by having a life and a waifu IRL. She is my waifu. She's a great waifu. And we get up that. Wonder if that thing's gonna run. No, we're good. I feel you, man. My other half is also thick. Good. That's the way to live your life. Ooh, hey, nice. You're gonna clip that? Well, I'll go tell the galaxy what we've done. They could use some good news. But is she a big titty goth GF? No, she is a blonde, 4'11", thick AF. We'll go with that. And she also arguably is either on par intellect-wise or maybe a little more smart. She's actually getting her master's right now. She is ahead. She graduated college early, which is hilarious because I stayed too long in college, and it took me 7 years. I partied a little too much. It took her 3.5 years, and I haven't gone to get my master's yet, but she's gone already and is almost done getting her master's. In fact, she would have been graduating in December, but COVID is kind of like holding things up a little bit. Well, I have Janet. She's got thick muscles. I'm sorry. I've never been into the thick, muscly women myself, but hey, that's what you like on it. Is she as thick as muscle on Abby? Yeah, is she Abby during the Joel scene, or is she Abby at the end scene? The thing I thought was funniest about Boiler was their decision after finding out max level and damage outputs was causing issues to the server, was instead of upgrading to just stat squish people. I gotta do it somehow, right? Speaking of goth GF, I have one. Met her from work. Go on. Janet's got muscles that would put Abby to sleep. If only. Don't ask how I know. She bullied you, didn't she? It's okay to cry. You're in a safe place, pea-flavored Pop-Tarts. Oh my god. That name is ridiculous. I want to get Metal Gear Solid 5 since it's on sale, but I don't want to give Konami... I just want to give Konami any more money. I thought they were like, what's wrong with them? Yes, I feel safe with the bug man. Is it because of my beautiful glasses? MGS5 is honestly very good. I've never actually played. So, away from Janet. You've never eaten a pea-flavored Pop-Tart? You know, I don't think I have actually. Roanoke, have you ever seen Arnold Schwarzenegger in Mr. Universe Days? Oh yeah. In fact, I do some of his workouts. My boy is huge. I met her when I moved to Germany. So not only... Actually, you know, interestingly, my fiance is German as well. Although we got her ancestry done, she's more like Nordic than anything. Peep tart. How long you been in Germany for? Am I actually live? They taste like piss, so I wouldn't recommend. Yeah, it seems like kind of a deal breaker, right? That's what Janet looks like, but as a girl. Oh my god. Been here for 2 years, got stationed out here. Oh, nice, dude. Well, thank you for, you know, doing the whole military. I'm assuming it's military. You could be stationed out there just for like a private sector job, like mercenaries or something, but if it is military, appreciate you, man. That's very offensive, Danny. Danny, are you bullying pea-flavored Pop-Tarts? Just spitting some facts. Car facts. Danny, I'm gonna request that you show me the Carfax. Yeah, military, gotta get college paid off. Dude, that's why I'm doing this right now. I feel you on that front. College being paid off would be a absolute dream of mine. But it's gonna take a little while. We got time, hopefully. I just got this sneaky suspicion, right, that I'm gonna get all my student loans paid off. And like, I'm finally free, and then we're just gonna go straight into World War III or some crap like that. No, you show me the Carfax. I can't. Carfax is unknown to even I. Well, that's good to hear, Onyx. Yes, teach us car biology. Starting with the wheels. I could teach you some car biology. I did rebuild the Mustang. Trying to get into marine biology. Weird how I didn't go to Navy, though. Well, if it's any consolation, I mean, I literally have a background in microbiology, and yet I'm on Steam right now with my glasses upside down, playing World of Warcraft. Ah, God, with a migraine. Hello, coming from Crip and I Am Legend video. All I can say is fucking good. Well, thank you, Nova Kid. I appreciate the compliment, man. Glad you enjoyed it. So starting with BB to it, I did. It is a 1966 Mustang. I bought it from a college student because he's like, dude, there's no way I can do everything that this thing's gonna need. And he was in college, and he's like, I really just bought it as a daily driver, but it's not really a good enough car to be a daily driver. I was like, all right. So I bought it from him, and let's see. I completely gutted the electrical, installed new electrical, installed radios, speakers, new transmission cooling lines, new, what's that thing called? Radiator. Changed out the filters on the transmission. Obviously changed the oil. That was probably a good thing to do. Sanded off all the paint myself, primed it, or not primed it, but also bonded it, primed it, I got it painted, replaced the front end for driving reasons, got the suspension changed out, and then I had to re-gut it again, go back in, put sound deadener into it, and heat shielding, and now I'm in the process of trying to learn how I'm going to put in an AC. Because it is, I burn alive in that thing during the summer. It is wonderful in the fall, I imagine. And it's great in the winter because the heat coming off the engine keeps you warm. Hey, Chief Joe, thank you for the follow, dude. But I miss this. I miss the test your strength model. From like carnivals? But anyway, so I did all that. Basically, the car is quasi-new at this point. Like, it's all, like, recreated stuff, but I've changed a lot on it. It looks old, but it's very modern. Stop, I can only get so wrecked. Me too. Of course, I've cussed that car more than I probably should have, and I don't know, man. When you're like dealing with recreation parts, all of them are like super sharp. So I have literally sliced up my hands more times than I thought I would ever would. Oh, where's my man? Got him. All right, we can get out of here now. Oh, good. All right, what am I getting rid of? Let's get rid of this. Making me moist. Well, we have dudes buy cars out here that they pay off and never do anything with, so they sell them to loan-outs. That sucks. We'll make a quiz. Your gains hammer. What are those glasses? All right, Chief Joe, let me regale you with a story and tale as old as time itself. I was sitting here minding my own business, having a good time, you know, as you do. And out of nowhere, an entire piece of my vision went out. And I'm like, well, that sucks. And then it was shortly followed by an ocular migraine.
Go with honor, friend.
So I was like, well, that really sucks, because when I get ocular migraines, that means a headache's coming.
Have a good one.
And,
What can I do for you?
It did come. And then from there, I just kind of dealt with having a throbbing headache for a while. So now I'm in post-drome, which means
Greetings.
the migraine
For
is
the
done,
Alliance.
but I'm still dealing with the after effects, like light sensitivity. So you could kind of imagine a box
Good day
light
to
in
you.
my eyeballs. It's
Hey there, safe travel.
not exactly an ideal situation. So this is kind of to block it out, but I'm also wearing blue light blocker glasses. God, that fucking hurt. So Hey, let's see here. I'm gonna go with Chimims. Chims, sure, why not? Thank you for your follow, sir.
Light be with you. Light bless you.
Nah, from the earlier WoW streams when you had the mallet. Oh yeah, the Carney mallet. That's right. I still have that paladin. He's still around somewhere. I was actually leveling. He's like level 27 or 8 now. I guess the reference. Well, you gotta remember, my brain's working at, I would say, like 70% capacity right now. Dude, if you've never had a migraine, migraines will fuck up your brain. I swear a lot when I'm brewing my secret recipe whiskey, because I always fucking brew myself. Are you sure it's only when you're brewing that whiskey? Because it kind of seems like maybe that's just happens. It's what happens when you give private salaries income and freedom spending on whatever they want. Yeah, that's true. Most people, if they can buy whatever they want, usually do, unless you have bills. Well, I'm part Scottish, so I thought, is it whiskey? It must be whiskey. Now, the real question is your whiskey good? Onyx, man. He's a paladin in the Order of the Cardi Tent. Many patrons have fallen to the mallet, that's for sure. I've ever told you guys I really hate Murlocs, like, on a fundamental level. Any chance of you doing videos on the graboids? Yeah, actually, I was planning on doing that. I'm just kind of... I don't really have, like, a specific schedule for when, you know, like, I cover things. It kind of seems like lately what I've been doing is, like, video game, movie, just because it kind of, like, breaks up the monotony of it a little bit. But I do plan on covering the graboids. I just don't know when yet. Graboids don't have feet. Ah! But the ass blaster graboids do. I just rewatched Tremors. Oh, my childhood. Dude, I remember being a kid watching that, and I'm like, this is terrifying. I mean, even today, it still kind of messes me up. Like, if I'm, like, driving on the road or something. Like, okay, for instance, me and my fiance, we drove out to Colorado. And we took the southern route rather than going through the center of the U.S. So we went through, like, you know, North Texas and Oklahoma, down through the tip of New Mexico, all that. And it was beautiful, but when we got to New Mexico, there was just, like, sand. And, like, I was like, oh my god, dude, this reminds me exactly of Tremors. So anyway, we didn't stop in that state. Like, I'm not stopping until I get to the Rockies. Right there with Critters and turn them dead. Alright, so what is Critters? I have like a vague memory of it, but I can't remember exactly what it is. Also, Shriekers also have feet. Shriekers, okay, so there were ass blasters. Those are the ones that can fly. There were ones that just walk around and their faces open up to view heat. Atlantic Rim. Is that what you want me to cover, Danny? I mean, you could cover the knockoff Pacific Rim, but Atlantic Rim's better, right? Of course. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that then. I mean, Atlantic Rim, you know, that's where the real lore comes from. Hey, Miss Kitty. On the topic of WoW, and since I heard Murloc, are you familiar with L70 ETC? I am not familiar with that. What is that? Excuse you, Roanoke? Of what? Why am I excusing? I have to scout the just below mine. That's right. Oh, this is probably Pacific Rim. No, Pacific Rim is a ripoff of Atlantic Rim. Everybody knows that. They just try to make it bigger with a better budget, is all. I am Murloc. Are you the Murloc? I've never liked Murlocs. They just... It's like you're always killing them, and then the last minute they'll run off, and then like get 12 other Murlocs to come kick your ass. And it's just like, really? Just like Cobalt. We'll run after you. I only have one leg. I like your attitude. Just die. Thank you. Alright, this could be a problem. Let's go ahead and drop that on him. Critters are little aliens with mouths full of double-row teeth, with modest cunning and scheming capabilities, and a galactic pest. Interesting! Oh, yeah. I forgot how nice it is to actually be able to heal. It's a long song. It's a song, Rowan. Come on. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, it's the Murloc song, right? That they eventually like started basing like t-shirts and memes off Murlocs or something like that. I've heard of it. I don't think I've heard it. The movie actually surprised me. I didn't expect as much to deliver. Which one? Atlantic Rim? Because, I mean, when the bar's that low, it's like, wow, it even played. I'm surprised. The script for that movie was done about the same time or earlier than Gremlins, and is very similar. Oh, Critters is. We're off of Atlantic Rim now. Without covering monsters from underwater. I'm not sure what underwater is. Pacific Rim is my second favorite movie, so don't talk shit around. Well, luckily there's a whole ocean between us, right? So what's the worst that could happen? You know what I forgot to do while I was, you know, in town? Freaking grab water. I wonder if the 2080 Ti will be able to run Crisis 1 Remaster. Can it run Doom, though? That's the real question. WoW Classic? Yes, sir, classy named. This is probably going to be a standard. I don't even really play retail anymore. Which makes me sad because I tried to convince my guild from like my first guild to like come over to Classic and play on a PvP server with me. But they're like, no, we don't like PvP. It's so lame. But if you guys want to play WoW Classic, you can find me in Scarum, which is, I think at this point, 10% Alliance, 90% Horde. And we can stick it to them. I have Scottish ancestors. Wow, Roanoke, this is a neat stream. Is it Classic Space, or are you just talking shit? Are you asking me? If so, I'm not sure if it is, but it should be. He should launch an ICBM at the start of the international incident. It was an Alias movie, an underwater drilling station. I liked it a lot, but recommend checking it out. It's just called Underwater. PvP Classic is the best. I can't believe they didn't want to. I know, like, I mean, trust me. There have been many times I have literally hated somebody because all they've done is they're a level 60 and I'm like a level 17 just trying to level and they'll just come and kill me. But, and then camp my body. So they're assholes, but dude, PvP's where it's at. Came out earlier this year. Anyway, anyways, but yeah, dude, I'll have to actually watch that. I've been looking for another video or trying to figure out when to cover after I cover the Shambler. Nope, we're gonna get some water first. Or look, I'm American, I have Scottish ancestors. It's not like some stupid ocean could keep you safe. Yeah, but then you gotta come over to the backwoods where I'm at, and nobody can find me out here. Heck, smoking weed and watching streams is a recipe for grand confusion. Well, I'm actually vaping it. Jealous. PvP and Classic success. I agree, Classy. You're absolutely correct. But you're American. Where are you at, Onyx? Alright, I really, you know what? Screw it. That didn't last long. Oh, get resisted. Oh shit. Backwoods is usually Virginia or Georgia, Ohio, or Kentucky. Oh yeah, it's the backwoods of Georgia. It's a classic over here. Oh, dead. What is a magic candle? Hurls a fiery ball. Eh. The ocean is mildly terrifying. Yeah, dude. Actually, like, for real, I have something called thalassophobia, which is the fear of the open ocean, because when I was a kid, I went swimming next to a pier, and I was pretty far out there. I was with my older brother, and I just remember looking up, and my dad was freaking out on the dock, like about to jump in, and then something ran into my legs. And I don't think I've ever walked on water before, but I'm pretty sure in that moment I did. And the water was like murky, and I couldn't see anything from my angle, but the old man could. And it was just like, that's that. Never again. Never again. Rowan, how would you feel if someone wrote a fanfic? I do have fanfic now. People have, in the Discord, people have written fanfics, and this was early in it, so I don't remember where it went. But somewhere out there is a fanfic of me, I think, as a cat. I love the ocean. That's what I would do. I want to study Occupy. Dude, I'm jealous, man. I mean, that's not to say, like, I can go in the water. But if it's murky, I'm out. God, really? Oof. Yeah. And it wasn't just like a love tap either. And you know, sharks will run into your legs to see what you are, to see if you're worth eating. So, yeah. Oh, wait, are we talking about the cat fanfic? Yeah, that's, yeah, that too. So. What are you gonna do, man? Can't stop the feet memes and you can't stop the cat fanfiction. So, Roanoke, what are you doing on the 20th? What is the 20th? 20th is a Monday? Probably streaming. Shall we be working on a video? Why? My Gucci style glasses are beginning to fall. Alright, grind mobs, 46 XP to go. That's my birthday. Well, then remind me and I will say happy birthday on the stream. A cat. Indeed, Ren 1911, welcome to hell, buddy. At least there's not any, like, furry fanfiction, so I guess things could be worse. I'm running through here like I'm a tank, but I'm really not. Oh, away! Rowan X Isaac Clark. But they're both cats, and it starts with a feet fanfic. That would be an absolute nightmare. Let's not do that. I really need to get back and get water. I already took out Gold Tooth. I guess we'll... Oh, you know what? There is somebody who sells water, I believe, at the logging camp. Never thought I'd be following a cat with a foot fetish. Apparently that's what you're following. I don't know. You go, you. Thank you, Ren. Ah, Jesus. Am I actually alive? That's pretty much what I say every time I find stuff like that. Will you do a video about how elves are biologically superior? Elves are trash. They are not biologically superior. They just literally all elves have is like lankier limbs and just a better repair of their DNA. So, you know.
Need help?
Humans all the way, my dude.
King's honor, friend. Go with honor, friend.
Okay, BRB, gonna jump off the roof. Don't worry, I'll be close behind you, Danny. Perfect day for the insanity to escalate, as always. Elves are biologically superior. Imagine if Flumiel White Straight from the Elder Schools heard that one. Why is that? They're more gangly, easier to break bones. Orcs suck. Orcs can suck it. They suck and they can suck it, which is why they suck. Oh, here's this planet that is kind of hanging out. Let's ruin it. That's about what orcs do. Only way I'm exploring the ocean's depths is in a super high-tech submarine. Lots of lights and electric field and lasers that probably won't be designed for another several hundred years. 700 years. Assuming progress only continues upwards from here, technologically speaking. It's a rather big assumption. Yeah, it's kind of an interesting concept that we as a species have no clue if our technology will actually keep going or not.
What can I do for
Eventually, we could quite literally hit a... just like, well, that's it. We almost got off the planet. This is the height of tech. Which is just like, wow, that's not really a fun idea.
Light bless you.
It's a good video on Colonial White Straight. Short song with neat animation. If you want. None of my links show up, unfortunately. I would like to see it. I assume go on YouTube, right? Alright, I need somebody to sell me who's not. Well, do you have?
I supply only the finest goods.
Never been more aware of my digestive tract. I got to finally watch the Boomer while I was eating breakfast this morning. It's perfect time for it. Mate, they are superior in every way, best for hentai material. Well, yeah, that's all elves are really good for, though. Just hentai, right? Okay, there's a
Need
tailor.
something?
Ooh, I could learn how to make crap, but I don't really want to.
See you around.
What up, bro? I missed like 3 or 4 last streams because of my shitty sleep schedule. Well, do you feel... Alright, James Clark is aggressive over here. Do you feel like you, you're kind of with it now? I like the glasses. Thanks, my guy. Oh, look at that hit. Oh, look at that hit, too. Thinking more of bombing ourselves back in the Stone Age. Yeah, that's always a possibility because we are very violent. Will it happen, though? I don't know. I've always had a conspiracy theory about it. Of why we haven't bombed ourselves into oblivion yet. Could be wrong, could be right. Probably isn't right. More than likely is wrong. Hey! Squid Lizard, thank you for the follow, my guy. Alright, Classic Space. You're really into elves, aren't you? I got my sleeping sorted to a degree. I'm still a bit sleepy. Yeah, resetting the sleeping cycle, I found the best way to do it is if you start staying up till like 4 in the morning, what you do is you take some like ZQuil or something and you go to bed at like 9 p.m. You do that 2 days in a row, your body resets and it's like, oh yeah, this is the sleeping schedule. Then I gotta head out. Good luck, Roanoke. Alright, Derpy, take care, bro. Until we colonize Mars, under society controlling everything leaves the planet. And then we just all nuke each other. And they're like, Mars is better anyways. I am like near death already. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna go and... I need to get back to Goldshire, because I gotta train and do all this crap. Let me guess, my Hearthstone is nowhere near ready. Very nice. Dragons keep us from destroying ourselves. What? Yeah, for some reason you can't send links. I'm gonna have to figure that one out. Wanted to make some fan art and make you a necromorph or using a rig. Dude, totally give me a rig. That would be so dope. Why not both? Yeah, I mean that also. Go buy water and turn in your necklace from gold to exactly. Like, it wants me to do other stuff, but I found that using Azeroth autopilot, it wants me to go and attack the wolves and bears too early. Like, being level 9 is preferable, which I know it's only one level. It doesn't seem like it would make that much of a difference, but it really does. Although, in due seriousness, how's the day going? Day's getting better. Like I said, I had a migraine this morning, or this afternoon, and I had to sleep some of it off, and now I'm in post-drome, and dude, that really sucks. Like, it always sucks when you know you're getting a migraine, because you'll just be sitting there minding your own business, and boom, part of your vision goes out, and it's just like, oh, great. Well, this is gonna blow. And then I went to check to see if we had any Excedrin, and we had none, so I was like, well, I'm screwed. But luckily, my fiance went and grabbed some for me. So I was able to take some before it got too bad and kind of headed off. Personally, well, first, before I start into that, how's your day, man? Personally, I'm more into lizard, dinosaur people, speaking of which. Nah, I'll save complaints for lack of videos on Argonians for next stream. Who says I'm not working on the Argonian video? I can make both. I already did a rig, and the necromorph is easier. Is it really? Well, dude, that'd be cool. I'd love to see that. Azeroth autopilot is meant for mages, hunters, rogues, and paladins. Yeah, everybody says that, but I don't know, man. Like, it works, I guess. Aldon will hopefully feel better. Yeah, I would say I'm probably at like I have the glasses on for this exact reason. I have the blue light blocker glasses on because I do that with a screen anyways, and then I've got the sunglasses on because that's super bright. So it's sort of like everything is amplified, which kind of sucks. Well, I'm doing well. Just got on. Well, there you go. Glad you're doing well, man. For some reason, your glasses kind of make me think of Professor Dude with the crossbow in Witcher 1. Man, I gotta keep wearing these glasses then. I dig them. Hell yeah, bro. What's my favorite rig? I would say the Riot Police Suit is my favorite rig. Roanoke is a necromorph, which is a massive foot. Somehow my brain was able to also form me. Unfortunately, these things keep falling. There we go. The marker is just a 6G tower. I thought the marker was 8G. So what's everybody got planned for this weekend, by the way? I mean, we're all going to blow our fingers off tomorrow if you're in the US, right? That's the game plan. I love the unitologist rig from Best Space. That is, or
well,
unitologist rig. The what? No, there's no unitologist rig in Dead Space 1. Talking about level 6 suit.
Hey there. Have a good one.
Okay, have a good one.
Can I help you?
Wanna get some refreshments with water.
Be careful.
It was a DLC rig. Oh, was it? Dude, I had no idea about that. Huh. Oh, I need to go upstairs and train. Is the rig black rig with police on the shoulder? Yes. Also, now I need to know, as I just thought about this, do you think we could create genetically engineered cat trolls?
Good day to you.
I mean,
Safe travels. You need something?
anything's possible with the right science, right? I mean, surely you'd be able to.
Go with honor,
Real question is,
friend.
why would you want to? Like, it just sounds kind of gross to me, I'll be real with you. Let's go ahead and put, you know what? We'll do renew on this one. Put that there. Fade. Fade out, discouraging enemies from attacking you. Drop that into F. Oh, who's this guy yelling to? Nobody's even here.
Good day to you.
Good day to you. Is it really that good of a day? Alright, let's go ahead and the escape. Why is that level 17? I don't think that's how it's supposed to be ordering drinks from a bartender standing on the table. Hey, you been to a bar? That's usually how I order drinks. Yeah, it looks really cool. Silver, whitish with marker engravings. Oh, that is pretty dope. Wish I would have known about that. Anything is possible with Elon. Yeah. Nico necromorphs. Better stop talking about cat girls before I break your Nico kneecaps. Who said that? That was... I can't take credit for that meme, unfortunately. I forget who said it, but it was hilarious. Hey, let's see here. Corpse for the win. Thank you for your follow, my dude. F to get faded. Well, I was just standing on the bar. Road is apparently a genetically engineered cat man. So I've been told. We'll be helping friends with house and cleanup work and getting stoned. That sounds fantastic, Lucas. Have a good day with that, man. Roanoke cats are cute, but a cat girl would be even cuter. Imagine having a girl. Do you know how temperamental cats are? That's the problem that nobody thinks about. Cats are very temperamental creatures. I mean, they can be the most loving animals ever.
See you later.
But, you know, I just feel like it would be angry at me all the time. Having a girl that you can pet and she will enjoy it. I realize it sounds kind of creepy. Well, yeah. The one thing that Germany is known for is its beers and brats. Yeah, so my fiance's dad is like, he's German. He was born in Germany and then came over on a boat. And like his name is Hans, right? So he sends me out to the store and he's like, yeah, can you pick up some brats? I was like, yeah, absolutely, man. So I come back with knockwurst, and he looks at me, he's like, you're joking. I'm like, no, there's a brats, right? I thought the man was going to have, like, an aneurysm. I did not know Germans were that serious about their knockwurst versus bratwurst. Oh, God. Do you know how temperamental girls are? I don't know. My fiance is not very temperamental. In fact, I would say I'm more temperamental than her. What about dog or wolf girls? What about just like humans, man? Like, I like humans. Humans are pretty boss. I feel like if you just start mixing humans with animals, you get this weird hybrid that's like super hairy. You know what I'm saying? Hans loads the Hans, get the flamin' warfer. My cat is actually diagnosed being mentally deficient. I feel bad for him. Yeah, but you know what, though? You can feel bad for him, sure. Or you can realize that you as a human have a cat that would definitely not survive in the wild, yet it is surviving and is probably loved. So that's perfect. Like, I mean, I have two cats, Mrs. Kitty and Khajiit. And Mrs. Kitty, she's a black cat, and we accidentally made her fat, and it's fantastic. I mean, it may have been an accident, it may not have been. But she's not really that smart. God help her, she's just not that good at stuff. But she's like a really sweet cat. You can pick her up and squeeze her, and she gets angry about it, but she never, like, bites or scratches. She'll hiss at you occasionally, but that's about it. But Khajiit is like super smart, but it's like the most loving animal I've ever seen in my life. So it's like, you know, they can be, you know, you can get a little tick sometimes if you mess with them too much, but I don't know, they're pretty dope animals. Humans for the win, human animal hybrids just kind of freaky. Yeah, I don't know, man. I think everybody needs to stop watching hentai. I think that's ruining a lot of people's brains. I think that's why Belle Delphine is even a thing right now, because people are watching too much hentai. Oh, dude. Well, I mean, just think about it. Like, a cougar, for instance. And not the great ones at the bar, but the ones that are out in the wilderness. Like, those things, they're not really that much heavier than humans. In fact, I don't think they are heavier than humans in most respects. And they could tear you apart if they get a hold of you. So imagine, like, a cat person with the intellect of a human, but the strength of a cat. They could tear you apart. No, we are talking about animal hybrids, not cats, musical abominations. Those things are horrifying. I heard a rumor that they had to, like, edit out the buttholes on those cats because it was, like, weird. Which means somebody had to edit them in originally. early game, lots of leveling flow. It's really fun. 40-60. Yeah, 40-60, you do start to go to dungeons and stuff. And that's why I'm looking forward to being a Shadow Priest, man. I think it's going to be good. Alright, don't have enough to take on all them. Hentai. Chat pause due to scroll. Oh, my bad. Will you start raiding eventually as well? Yes, I will. The whole plan is to get the Shadow Priest like to a respectful level. Because, alright, so I want a level 60. Because I don't have one on this server right now, and it's kind of a pain in the butt. So, when I get my 60, start raiding with this, and then probably a couple of months before they redo the Burning Crusades and that comes out, I'll switch over to my Paladin and start leveling that up. Because I like going into... I just like the idea of being a Paladin when the gates open up and you're fighting demons. I think that's kind of a cool idea. It's like you're literally the Doomslayer, except in World of Warcraft. Did you know that pets can dream and mostly dream of things that they do during the day, and it's highly possible that they dream about you because you are part of their life? Yeah, dude, for sure. I mean, we dream about our days, and I dream about my cats. So I'm sure, like, you know, it's probably goes both ways. You cannot stop the hentai train. That's what I'm told, man. That crap is poison. Like, I'm telling you, that is the only reason Belle Delphine is even a thing. Because, like, you get out there in the world and, you know, there's a lot of attractive women out there, or, you know, whatever you're into. And the fact is that, like, you look at her and she's completely average. But you got guys simping over her because they watch too much hentai, and then she dresses like hentai, so it, like, tricks their neurons into thinking that she's like hentai. It's just like, nah, dude. She's actually, let me put it this way. Belle Delphine is the kind, and I swear to God, if this gets out there and, like, I get shit on for it, I swear. I'm going to mark this moment as I probably shouldn't have said that. But she's just, to me, she's not really that good looking. She's the kind of girl that if I saw her at a party, I would probably avoid because I know there's some issues there. It's big brain move. Yeah, she knows exactly what she's doing. Like, I mean, I gotta give her props for that. Like, she's literally got these people so wrapped up in her, they don't know which way is up. Discussions here cannot relate to the video classic. Which one? She's not attractive, you're not wrong. Yeah, she's like, if you see her without her makeup on, she's just like a normal looking girl. It's just because she does this cosplay stuff, I swear, it does something to these dudes' brains when they look at that much hentai. And they think, like, when they're looking at her, they're like, oh, well, you know, she's super hot, like this thing I watched, so she must be like that. So then they start thinking that she's perfect. And I guarantee you, she blows up the bathroom just like everybody else. You know? The old saying, I know you like to think your shit don't stink. That's what, but nobody's perfect. That was mediocre, but she's powered hentai sub gamer girl power. I know, dude. And really, she just filled it up at her faucet. I mean, somebody checked it, and there was no, which is gross, but when you take a bath, there's skin cells in it, which you can break those down and find human DNA as long as it's not too degraded. There was no human DNA, so it's like, she just literally filled up a jar with water from the sink. It's like, yep, there you go. And people buy it. It's very true. I love the little bastard. He showers us. Showers us, likes to play in the pool, and must be carried away. Ooh, kitty cats. Rowan doesn't simp for her. No, JK, you're right. I only simp for the fiance, personally. And even that simping isn't really that much simping. With the OnlyFans and crap, I heard that she never posted a single new photo, so she racks money like crazy, and she has never shown herself once. Dude, what is going on? They had dropped that renew. That was weird. Bruh. Fuck this. Alright, we'll drop this. Do that. Try to kill. heal. Boom. Now you're dead. Maybe you're dead. Who's that? Oh, nice. This is gonna kill me. Alright, we're running. Pop this bad boy and keep on moving. Rowan, please stop. I'm gonna talk about Belle Delphine shit literally out loud. Actual money, that's... Oh, God. Danny, your punishment must be more severe. Oh... Yeah, we can move off that topic if you guys want. Can we all agree that ferociously Steph... What is a ferociously Steph? Bubble Earth. Because I know something that's full of disturbed people. Yes, it is. Have you heard about the anime cam girl Project Melody? What are your thoughts? I have never heard of this thing. Have you heard about the story of Darth Pelagius the Wise? Twitch bans for stuff. I mean, I'm sure they do. Hopefully I don't get banned. That would be kind of tragic after trying to build this thing. Oh, my spine. Now, the real question is, you know what? I need to be level 9 before I take that thing out. It's not a story the Jedi would tell you. Are we going to get banned for talking about Darth Pelagius the Wise? Hilarious. We'll just pretend like that's what we're talking about. Oh, cool. Oh, excellent. There's 2 of them now. Forgot, that's what kind of sucks about being a caster. Oh my god! My shield blocks like 5 damage. Hey! Oh, shit! We're out of here. Let's see here. Emberist Gray. Thank you for your follow, my dude. We appreciate it. It is very bro of you. Go away! Okay, good. And now we'll just pop a renew. And we'll drink some water. Hate fighting Defias. Yeah, dude. Fighting Defias kind of blows. Might be worth grouping up with someone to do the quest. I mean, as long as I can take them one at a time, it shouldn't be too bad. I just need to be smart about it. Problem is that these sunglasses actually block a lot of light, and it's really hard to see who's who and where. Which necromorph is your fave? Oh, dude, definitely the Stalker. Sell that. Alright! Hey! It's just subscribe. Thank you, sir, for your subscription. Do appreciate it. I'm glad you have that much faith in the channel. That is awesome of you. I stream, and I say this every time. Well, I'm starting to anyways. Weekdays at 7, Fridays at 4 o'clock, and Saturday mornings, I think, at like 11. So if you show up anytime around then, we'll be streaming. Also, for everybody here, I have, Jesus, I have a schedule set up. At the bottom, you should be able to see it. Oh, really? You're just gonna resist everything? That's cool. Let's go ahead and pop this real quick. You know what? Actually, what is smarter is popping this. Come on, just kill him. That's right, die. Oh, scroll protection. What up, though, on it. Steph is a Twitch streamer, is transgender deer heretic. I heard some Switch virus vote. Okay. Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about, actually. It's been an honor. I don't think you get banned. I think the channel gets banned, doesn't it? I'm gonna kill this freaking Defias over here. If it kills me. Thanks for the... What is that thing? Yes, but at any rate, again, just so you know, thank you, Ember. Appreciate the subscription, dude. Stalkers straight up suck to fight. Dude, I remember when I was playing with a group of buddies and we came across the Stalkers. And we were just sitting there in our dorm room like, what the fuck is that thing? Because, like, you know, Necromorphs don't hunt you. They just run at you. These things were hunting you. It was like, oh my god. I pull Jurassic Park. The stick of me behind leaves me thinking, clever girl as the hunter, pretty much. Happy to be here. Well, hell yeah, bro. What's going on? A very drunk goose. Good to see you, man. I am more than a fish. I am more than a man. I am a Morlock. Sounds like a variable hell, my guy. Which Necromorph was? Because I didn't hear that. It is the Stalker Necromorph. Is WoW worth it? Dude, I have been playing WoW for 16 years. I think it's worth it. And I'll tell you, I've been playing WoW for 16 years, and I still haven't figured out how in-game content works. I always get close to figuring it out, and then, like, something happens where I can't play it, or everybody just kind of, like, throws deuces and leaves. So, but dude, I would definitely say, if you don't have WoW, I mean, definitely give it a shot. It's fun. Retail's kind of meh. Dude, I'm telling you, like, I don't even play retail anymore for that exact reason. Like, here's what happens. So WoW Classic is about leveling up and talking to people to level up. And it's a lot more like, if I want to go do something, I have to talk to people, right? And I have to be in a guild to actually talk to these people, or I got to be good enough to, like, go into dungeons with people that I don't know, with pickup groups. But in, like, WoW Retail, it's like I press I on the keyboard, I'm immediately in a dungeon, and then as soon as everybody says yes, I'm teleported there. Nobody says anything the whole thing, and then we leave. And it's just like, what did I just do? Like, that was really boring. So that's why I like WoW Classic. It's because it's like you got to get together, and I mean, it's slower to level for that exact reason, but it's kind of why I like it. I'm gonna wait to clear that thing. What's my least favorite Necromorph? The Children Necromorph from the second game. To me, I was just kind of like, they were too easy to take out, and all they did was just make you use a ton of ammo at higher levels. Ah, Van, what's going on, buddy? Van, if you see Martin anywhere, tell him to hurry up and respond to my message and get WoW Classic so he can join my guild. I love that you actually have to interact and play the game as a social multiplayer game. Exactly. And that's why, you know, that's what World of Warcraft was. But then when retail came out, it was no longer about, you know, playing together. It was really just about in-game content. Whereas WoW Classic is about, you're not just trying to level up as fast as possible. It's like the journey, I guess. The children and baby ones are oh yeah, they're super creepy. And I like the baby Necromorphs, but the kid Necromorphs are just like, God, these things are sucking my ammo away. RFC is Alliance. LMAO, good mean. RFC. Raisin Fin. It's RFC. You gotta forgive me, dude. When it comes to acronyms, I never pick those up either. So was Classic and Retail. What do you mean? It's just easy enough to fight. All you need is a flamer. Oh, yeah, that's true. I just never used the flamer. Arranging a proper communicative team is great, but on the other hand, y'all remember going to Ragefire Chasm, RFC, level 13, that's the Lines Flamer. I never really went to, dude, I always went Dead Mines. I just would farm the absolute crap out of Dead Mines. Like, what's different? Alright, so in Classic, do you see how, like, I have to go and do things, like, it's taking me a little while to level up, even though I am leveling up, it's because I also know what I'm doing. but it's like I gotta work at leveling up, right? Well, the amount of time that you've been watching, I probably could have gone from level 1 to 15 in retail. And it's just not a challenge, right? You don't really have to do much. You don't have to talk to anybody. I don't know. I just like it because it's more challenging. And it takes longer to do, so you feel more accomplished when you level up. And then on top of that, you know, they balanced everything to like almost, and people might shit on me for saying this, but I felt like in retail they balanced everything to such a degree that there was like almost no point in being anything in any class because there was just way too many counters for everything on every other class. So I just didn't really like retail. I mean, I liked retail when it was WoW Classic, but then when they came out with WoW Classic, it's like there's very obvious advantages to being something over another, and I think that's way more fun. On top of that, you level slower in Classic. You talk to more people in Classic. You don't feel as alone in Classic. In retail, you're basically on your own. Nobody really says anything. Guilds no longer matter. So it's just, to me, it's more fun to play Classic. You made me play Dead Space, and I'm both angry and happy you did, because damn, I love that game.
What
I'm
can I
telling you,
do
man,
for
that is the game. Oh, wait. I need to go kill, what's that thing? What did I open this stream to? Oh, Noodle. You should have been here a little while ago. We were talking about elves and Belle Delphine and all this other crap that nobody should ever have to deal with. I really appreciate that DS1 doesn't lock every single door when Neck Morphs are in a room, or some rooms you can just skip fighting them until like 2. Agreed. It's like if you don't want to deal with them, you technically don't have to, but if you have to go back in there, you might. This is why Horde players had to be determined. I ran from Stormwind Stockades as Horde. I legit used to arrange sneaky beaky runs at age 11 and get that shit done because no basic bitch humans are gonna hide game content from me. I always killed the Horde that showed up in Stormwind. Didn't matter what level they were. Oh good, they already broke my shield. That's not good. Alright, pop this. Pop a renew. Gonna die. Gonna die. Fuck! That's the other thing about being a priest that sucks. You are so squishy. Damn, I wish I came earlier. Well, I've already been streaming for an hour and a half. I didn't know that. Time flies when you're actually, like, having fun with the game. Wow. What if it was just a dream? Nicole was never real. Kratos! Is there any difference in continents? Like, does one have more things to do? I've always thought personally, but then again, I always usually roll Alliance. But even when I rolled Horde, I think Eastern Kingdoms has more to do. There's obviously things to do in Kalimdor, or Kalimdor, or however you say it, but the discovered islands, I guess, like the like Northrend, the ones from Pandaria, which is Pandaria, all that, they don't exist yet. So, like, look. So you have Northrend up here, but you don't. Then you had Pandaria down here, but you don't. And then you had New Land open up here, but you don't. So this is all you've got in Classic. And then this is it. There's no Outlands yet. They are doing the Burning Crusade. I prefer Eastern Kingdom zones. They look nicer than Kalimdor zones. Absolutely. I always just find myself going to Kalimdor. If I kill a guard, let's see what happens if I kill this. Will Princess attack me? Yes, she will. Let's see if I can kite. No shit. Oh yeah, that's what I needed. Thanks for fucking showing up, you dick. Alright, we're gonna do that at like level 10. It was all a dream! Time flies when you're wearing Gucci glasses. Dude, I'm telling you, man, time flies when, like, okay, so I would, like, watch the minutes just drag by when I was playing The Last of Us 2, right? And I just God, it's awful. But dude, playing this is just so much better. I always killed Horde and Stormwind no matter what level they were. I used to try to figure out the common language. I saw Alliance players so we could talk and hang out until I found waving at someone means murderfucker in human. Who knew? Well, there you go, man. That's how it happens, buddy. If I see one Horde player out in the wilds, I always say hello. He comes back before friends and destroys me and cancels my corpse. What I'll typically do is I won't kill Horde out in the wild, but if they do anything, and I mean sometimes I'm good at PvP, sometimes I suck at it, but if they come back with friends, I'm that petty person who would go and hop on my 60 and hunt them down. I was out in Stranglethorn Vale, and I was just minding my own business, killing trolls in one of the quest areas, and this one orc runs up to me and starts attacking me. And anyways, I got him down to like really, really low health. And then I just kind of left him alone, like, hey man, go away, because he started to run away. So I was like, all right, whatever, dude, I won't kill you. And this dude comes back with the rest of his group of 5 people, kill me in like half a second, and then like spit on my body and start laughing. I'm like, okay. So I spawn back in, and I'm like, well, whatever. So I continue that, and they do the same thing again. I'm like, all right. So I hop on, like I usually kept my 60 in the same zone. Hopped on my 60. It was a rogue. Killed them all, and then just sat there and camped all of their bodies. And anytime they spawned, instant death. I did this until they all just pretty much disbanded. It was fantastic. Dude, don't kill me. I don't want to die yet. God, I'm so squishy. Horde camp in 60, little camp West City. They do that, and they also camp Chillwind camp up in Western Playgrounds. Dude, come on. Kill it! For the love of God! Oh, yes! Yes! Thank God. Alright, time to get some of this. Alright, I believe it stopped my music, so we will... Are you still listening? Yes, I am still listening. How did you know? Or any creature... Oh, crap. Warcraft 3 was the best. I got a buddy who's, like, in love with Warcraft 3, and I don't know why. I was just chilling in Stranglehorn, murdering indigenous people like you do. And then, whoa, this guy attacks me. Completely unprovoked. What is this madness? Exactly. It's like, you know, sure there was a troll in the group, but how dare he? But you know what?
Help? Farewell.
Trolls got nothing to say, because trolls pretty much kill each other, like, all the time, right? Ooh, a nice red shirt that I can't even see. Grade A vengeance. Oh yeah, dude. It was like I literally camped their bodies for about, I would say, 20 minutes. And they would try to get up and run, and I would let them run just a little bit to think that I wasn't in the area anymore, and then I would kill them again. So I was like, he repaid you by being a cunt? Well, that's true. Anyone know if Murder Hobos of Doom is taken for a guild name? Murder Hobos. The main enemy of a troll faction is a troll. Exactly. They just fight each other. Roanoke, have you ever played multiplayer DS2? I have. Wasn't really my thing. Watching Arthas to Madness is entertaining. It's probably because a group of 5 hordes showed up and camped him. You are brutal, LMAO. Do you play Dark Souls? I played a little bit of Dark Souls. Couldn't get into it. Honestly, WoW should have stopped after Fall of the Lich King. Best villain died then. Agreed. Which is, they are doing the Burning Crusade again. So, we're pretty sure the Wrath, I don't have just like a turd in my pocket or anything. The WoW community is fairly certain that what they're going to end up doing is doing the Wrath of the Lich King as well. Roanoke, can people replace trolls with real Phoenix? Well, yeah, that's why we should say trolls. Because it's only this game. I mean, you gotta figure, dude, in World of Warcraft, like, there's probably some, like, I mean, it's a game, obviously, but if it were, like, IRL, you probably wouldn't want to live on my planet. Oh, shit. Why does my massacre of Victory so bad? So I'm just getting killed all the time. BRB, don't do anything cool without me. Oh, trust me, I don't think I will be. I think I'll probably be dying by this thing's hand. We get some health back. Oh, dope! That makes sense. I'm gonna call them virtual racism police. We got a live one. Yeah, but trolls harvest blood from each other. Does that make it any better? I know Dark Souls is really hard. I rage quit every time I play. Yeah, I mean, that's my thing, dude. If I'm not, like, overly enjoying a game, I just won't play it, you know? Legion was fantastic. Yeah, Legion wasn't too bad. But that's because it was essentially the Burning Crusade redone, right? At least that's my personal opinion on that. This time we got this Prowler. He's gonna die. I would both love and hate to live in Azeroth. Yeah, dude, your world is like, think about like how much anxiety there is, right? Because it seems like every single like couple of years, there's some stupid crap happening where just something's gonna literally destroy the planet that you live on. That would be, like, people would have just constant issues. What's going on, Sequence? Dr. Hood. I know Dark Souls is really hard. I rage quit every time I play. I think I read that, but that's alright. Same here, my dude. I beat all of the Soulsborne games because my friend said I'm good, so I did it despite. Well, you showed him. Class overhauls and artifact weapons were big. I did like that. Dude, I love the paladin stuff you get. Oh Lord, you were streaming earlier today. Can't watch the stream because your boy is at work. Ah, Mr. Slim Shady, I hope you have a good day at work, my dude. But yeah, I stream at like 4 o'clock on 4 o'clock. I stream at 4 o'clock on Fridays. I find it dumb that you could have legendary artifacts like Ashbringer. It's cool, but then every single player Ashbringer doesn't make it cool as well. Agreed. Kind of brings down the cool factor a little bit. But I mean, I think they kind of knew what was happening. Let's see here. Slim Carnifex, thank you for your follow, dude. I do appreciate it. You can have Ashbringer in Classic. Yeah, but I feel like you gotta work your tail off. And not a lot of people are gonna have it for that reason. My stream is not loading. Try exiting out of Twitch and then coming back in. So whenever people say they want to live in any pre-modern type of society, I think about would not be a very good medical case unless you're using magic, but how expensive you have to be. Also, there's no music outside of live performances. Think about living without being able to listen to music whenever you please. Keep your shit. Really anything. Well, look at it this way, Danny, is what don't we have right now that we don't know we don't have? You know? So, like, odds are, in the future, we're going to have the cure for cancer because we're already working on stuff that will be able to cure it, right? Well, people are going to look back on this era, and when we inject people with, radioactive substances to cure cancer, or radiation treatments and all that, or just cut them open or try to remove cancer. We are literally going to look at that in the future as bloodletting and just kind of barbaric. And we'll be like, God, why did we ever do that? It's so stupid. Why didn't they just take Tylenol cancer remover and then they'd be fine? And it's because we don't know about it right now, right? So these people, they don't know any different. So they still get the same serotonin hits that we get from music now. Why is there a question mark? Yeah, sometimes Azeroth autopilot freezes up a little bit. It's kind of annoying. Hey, Jay Watson 99, thank you for the follow, bro. Some of us do last in the UK. We don't have universal healthcare. True. Have I played Prototype? I have. Yeah, it's a rare drop from a fight that requires 8 to 8. Yeah, but I will say, I do find it interesting that, like, the highest society of England, whenever they need, like, are you kidding me, 2 resists? Whenever they need, like, a heart transplant or something, isn't it strange how they come over to the US for our doctors? I always found that one a little interesting. Healthcare system and what we have to pay is crap. I will go on record as saying that, but we have one of the best healthcare systems in the world as far as like doctors and medicines. So if anything happens, you have the best chance in the US as long as you have the money for it. God, this people. Why did they just laser out their cancer and shove the antibacterial microtogs down your circulatory system? Exactly. One day, that's literally what it's going to be. And we'll look back upon it now and be like, man, it was so crazy. People died of like AIDS back then. What the hell? Like, that's literally going to be, that's not that far off. We think it is, but they're already working on injections that are, I believe, it's supposed to be 2022 that they're thinking it'll finally come out, but injections once a month to keep HIV to undetectable levels, as opposed to having to take multiple pills each day. I mean, I remember I worked construction back in 2011, right? And there was a billboard I would pass every day to work talking about they were working on a medicine to subdue and eradicate hepatitis C, I believe it was. And I was like, man, that's crazy, you know. And now it's just a medicine they have out there. There is literally medicine. I'm not sure if it cures hepatitis C. I'm pretty sure it does though. But you know, that's just how it goes. It's like people start working on this, and once you start human trials, things start picking up. Please make a video about the black light virus from Prototype. I want to know how a virus can give you the ability to become a video god. I played it. I mean, I might be able to make something. I just didn't really find it all that interesting of a game. They come over to the U.S. for our doctors, spoken like a man that can afford to fly halfway across the world, walk past the people who are paying $60K to bleed out on the bench outside so you can get your toenail cut. I can't do any of that. I can't pay for anything. I wish I could. My health care actually is surprisingly hilarious. My insurance is, basically I have it where they're like, all right, well, you're 28, so, odds are you're probably not going to die anytime soon. But just know that if anything's seriously wrong with you, you're on your own, buddy. But, for like doctor checkups and stuff, you're fine. Good times. All right, and now we run. Oh, this is not going to be good. That thing's going to be on my tail. And pop a renew. Nice. Dude, I must have had like 1 health left. I've never played World of Warcraft, but I love the little goblin creatures charging. Oh, Murlocs? Dude, I hate Murlocs. These things are so annoying. Because this is what they do. They run after you. Because they know when you're injured. Like, I'm just trying to get to one body in here. And I can't get to it. Murlocs are nice, but pretty annoying. If you mean fish boys, they're Murlocs. I mean, the difference there is at least our treatments are somewhat trying to work based on concepts that do make sense and sometimes do work, unlike carving a hole into someone's skull to release evil spirits, putting leeches on their dicks to balance out their tumor. Well, you know, interestingly enough, leeches are making a comeback. We found that when you get a limb amputated and they reattach it, like what happens is they put the leech on the reattached limb, and kind of like the suction that it has will draw in, I guess the best way to put it is just blood from the functioning part of the limb into the blood vessels of the non-functioning part of the limb, and then that'll reestablish blood flow that they can be utilized to kind of start making repairs and get everything working again. So I mean, it's interesting, some of the old world stuff that we used actually do kind of work. I have natural immunity to hep C. How do you have natural immunity? That's interesting. I heard the ping and I tried to press to check my friends. Like this game's hardwired into my soul. Excellent. That's good to hear. Alright. I really don't want to take on two of these things, so I'll take on this one. God, I love when they resist. That sounds really messed up, actually. When they resist my spells. Leeches are making a comeback. As corporate say, hopefully not much longer. I can verify leeches are in nowadays. Yes, they are. By the way, Van, I hope all that goes well, man. Huge congrats, buddy. That's awesome, and you deserve it. It's cool, but leeches are fucking gross. Totally agree. God, dude, I had to use so much water just getting to this body. I'm not sure. I've had blood tests, though, the army, and they told me about it. Can you touch your toes and spell it? What? Hero Brian, what are you talking about, buddy? I've had blood tests. That's interesting. I wonder if you you just have some. Wait a minute, isn't there like there's a vaccine for it, I believe. Oh my god. This is why I hate Murlocs. They spawn way too quickly into. Okay, let's just go ahead and do what I know needs to be done here. You know what? I think I can take this thing. Food and drink? Yes, it is. This is not going to go well for me. I'm going to come back and kill it. Hated Daenerys for that reason. Cheers, mate. Still working on some stuff out. Fingers crossed. I should have a way to it within the month. A little more complicated than expected, but as long as we stay away from the voodoo man, we'd be good. Oh, fuck! Come on! They're all starting to spawn back in now. Alright, scroll of protection. Pop that. Drink my last water to kill that last thing so I can get to this freaking body. Murlocs be like, la 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 la, pretty much, yes. I really need the text-to-speech thing. I need to enable that. I need to screw around with Streamlabs after this. Dude, I actually I really enjoy having music play while I play World of Warcraft. I'm gonna have to do this more often. Alright, let's kill him. Oh, God. Seriously. This is such a mess. The worst part is they heal themselves. How long have I been in this one area trying to kill these things? And we're running, and we're running. Murloc's dance is still one of my absolute favorite videos on YouTube. Oh my god, nerd. You've probably been here for like 15 minutes. This is what I was talking about in Classic, man. You gotta like really try. Classy named is now falling. Wow, you weren't named before. You weren't here before? Well, regardless, appreciate it, my dude. do appreciate. I just said I appreciate. Let me try a new word. Thank you for the follow. Word's hard. All right. Now, assuming nothing screws me, I should be able to kill this one. Oh, maybe I can just sneak up on the body. Fuck you, dude. Toto, subscribe. It is raining. A priest is being fed. Coincidence? I think that's the rain's down in Goldshire. Close enough. My thoughts exactly, buddy. The rain's down in Africa. Also, if any of you enjoy watching, feel free to follow or subscribe. I know with Twitch, you can, like, I guess, subscribe through Twitch, but it's free or something like that. It's always appreciated. It's a great way to help out the channel and kind of grow it eventually. Who knows? Maybe I'll be partnered. Alright, I'm going to have to take off the glasses for this one because I got to see where these logs are. God, the light burns! Alright, just some wolves over there. Oh, you know what I should do? System. Get ready for potato mode, guys. There it is. It makes the logs a lot easier to see. The glasses were... Oh, they're coming back on, trust me. Don't you worry about that. I just need to see these logs. It sounds really fucked up. Once you're a partner, you can read a comment that's slightly edgy and be permanently banned from Twitch. Hooray! That's the American dream, Danny. Wasn't here before, have been subscribed to YouTube for a while, and forgot you had a Twitch channel. Yeah, I mean, arguably, it'd take me a while to kind of like I was saying I was streaming on Twitch, but I wasn't ready to take the leap because I saw that I would have like 100 people watching on YouTube, and then like, you know, 5 watching on Twitch. But since I've done the switch, you know, it fluctuates, but we're getting there. Glasses are cool. Hey, did you know that if you have Amazon Prime, you get access to one free Twitch sub? With Twitch Prime, you should see a notification if you have Twitch Prime. There you go. As Am I Actually Alive just said. All right, we're leaving potato mode. We're going Gucci style again. Ah, that's so much better. Yeah, those 5 were more fun than the crowd on YouTube. Yeah, arguably yes. Plus, I think, you know, with the live streams, what I plan on doing now is I want to kind of, I don't know, take my live streams, and I've been talking with my editor about it. Basically, take the live streams and then condense them a little more to get rid of like boring parts, I guess. And then from there, just kind of put them on my 3rd channel, and it's almost like a new type of content. So it's like actually worth subscribing to. Thank you, Ren. Do appreciate it, man. It was, I never thought I would make it to 300K, so it was honestly awesome. Those numbers will rise. Definitely enjoy Twitch chat and the streams. Yeah, dude, I feel like that Twitch, you know, it's becoming more fun because people are actually talking.
Need help?
At the beginning, I mean, trust me, dude, I can talk. But at the beginning, like, nobody would say anything. And it was a little bit of a bummer, but now everybody's starting to kind of talk more, and we're, you know, discussing stuff, so it's kind of way more fun. Real fans are subbed to all 3 channels. Hey, thank you, Danny. Oh shit, there's a bear. So what's the story on those glasses anyways? You looped them earlier from a hostile NPC outside in Corona Land? Well, I've always had them, but I'm currently wearing 2 pairs of glasses. Oh, Van wasn't here for this. I had an ocular migraine this morning. Well, really more around 11. And my brain felt like it was going to explode. So I decided that I would stream, but I needed... Oh, God, I don't have any water. I needed to, like, you know, be functional, I guess? Is that a good way to put it? You know what I'll do? This is a good idea. I kill one at a time. Come on. Come on, Smite. Quit being a turd. Well, that kind of worked. Oh, shit. Come on, come on, come on, come on. There we go. Righteous. All right, so there's one less guard. That's good. So let me go ahead and heal up real quick. Okay, and then we will... All right, so I need to pop the Shadow Word Pen in them almost immediately. So here's what we're going to do. And burn. Come on. Come on. There we go. You know what? Just gonna pop a renew. That'll kill that. And 2, 1. Come on. There we go. Boom. Gotcha. Alright, so you're already gone. That's good. So how's Shadowproof's working out in Classic? AKA, you're constantly terrified, alone, to get the shit kicked out of you PvE. I love the good old days. Dude, once I'm finally actually rolling with Shadow, it'll be pretty nice, I feel. Honestly, the first stream I joined, your cry of fear one. I was kind of scared to talk because internet people were scary and I'm a small baby. Well, I was kind of scared to even play that game, dude. That game was like... I remember one part actually legitimately scared me. Something popped up, and I did not think that was going to happen. It scared the living shit out of me. All right, princess. I'm going to need you to stop resisting all of my hits. Dead. Nice. Gotcha. Use Hearthstone. Alright. So how shot? Oh wait, yeah. Hey, Nightmare Phoenix, thank you for your follow, bro. Do appreciate it. Why does it hurt when I stub my toe? Because there's a lot of nerves in there, my guy.
How are you?
I want to browse your goods, some refreshing spring water. Oh, dude, I didn't even know I had this. Now, I could sell that in the auction house, or I could not, because nobody's going to buy it. Stringy, grab this crap, put that over there. Still need that for later. Am I level 10 yet? No,
Safe travel.
Close. True Americans only play pallies and priests, so you can always the natives where you go. You know, you say that like we weren't English doing that at one point.
Hey there, have a good one.
Hey there.
What can I do for you?
My name is
See you later.
Voice. Alright, so where do we want to go? Alright, let's just go ahead and turn in Princess Must Die. I'm not really sure why. It just doesn't want me to turn that in, but we'll do that. Gotta be an adult, unfortunately. Have fun. And don't get groggalogalaga to death. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you showing up, man. We weren't English at one point. You made your choice, and the Earl Grey suffered for it. Hey, no. The American colonies started off. They were just English. That's when all that happened. And the reason we broke off is because of the taxes from the French and Indian War. People who are training enchanting usually buy low-level enchanted stuff, don't they? I'm really trying to... You know what? I haven't played it either, to be honest. Or, not played it. I've never really done enchanting. I know it's probably worthwhile because, you know, you can get some pretty high-level stuff. And I can also make myself stuff if I send it from my pet. List of native peoples conquered by British Empire. This list is incomplete. You can help by expanding it. Exactly. You made the big row. That's history. Yours now. We've washed our hands of it. I think Dad is getting senile over there across the pond. Oh, God. Don't worry, you can keep it. US is pretty great, man. I love this place. Oh, God. Everything hurts to talk. I know skinning will be useful for Onyxia later on. Is it really?
What can I do for you?
What I find is going to be kind of,
Safe travels.
I imagine, difficult is definitely first things first. Gives you a 20% chance to gain a 100% bonus to your skill after killing a target that yields experience. And then regenerate 50% faster. These shadow damage spells. I don't even have any shadow damage, so we'll just go ahead and do that for now. I have returned. What's going on, Classic Space? Desperate Prayer. Alright. So we'll pick up that. I think Desperate Prayer is something like that gives me mana, right? Doing well, how about yours? That's going alright. Stream's going pretty well. Kind of chilling. I've been streaming like 2 hours, good lord. So what should I roll actually as, like, I haven't never had like a profession with a Shadow Priest before. So I feel like I'm not 100% certain what I should do as far as like a profession in creating some of these. Rowan, don't know if I presented the idea to you before, but for my book, animal whose blood sugar is so high it will be fermented in alcohol. Wouldn't that kill it though? If it's just pure alcohol, unless it needs it to be alcohol. But then if it needs it to be alcohol, why is it sugar? I'm confused. Blood spirits. Maybe you could just drink its blood. That'd be kind of cool. Definitely going to pick it up first aid and fishing. Deviate fish sell well, especially when cooked. Used to sell them 5G per stack on private server for classic. Interesting. Alchemy is, yeah, I've heard alchemy is pretty useful. Sorry you guys are just watching me do first aid right now. I just need that to go to yellow, and then I can pick up double bandages. Koala was perpetually smashed. Again. Didn't I already move this? Guess not. Refreshing spring water, we'll move that down to there. Thought I already did that. Mining is also easy mining for wall smuggling. Yeah, but I only usually do mining when like I have something that can use mining, like mail and whatnot. Although anything I mine, I could send to my paladin. That would be kind of nice.
How are you?
How are you?
Safe travels. I supply only the finest goods.
Really
Have a good one.
I still maintain the most hilarious defense mechanism I've ever imagined was a creature with high blood pressure so high you stab it, it fires blood in you under second high pressured stream. Mutually assured blood destruction. Well, there is that one lizard that can spit blood at you. That's kind of similar. Rowan, it's an alien, don't question it. Shh. I mean, like, industrially, their blood is collected along with their meat and used as base for blood-based liquor, which is metal as fuck. And would taste like metal as fuck, too. Despite being first made by one of the least warlike sentient species in the galaxy. That is kind of an interesting idea, though. So, aside from what you already said, what is the main difference between human and elf? I always thought that elves were kind of like more graceful, but humans are more
King's
powerful.
honor, friend.
Oh, look at this. Oh, nice. Resurrection already.
Safe travels.
I mean, supposedly there's a lot of differences. I mean, better ability to heal. That's it, just healing. Blast the targets. That is 3. That is 4. And yeah, we're good. All right. Imagine that lizard, but literally all the blood. It deflates like a balloon. Or you could bleed it just enough. Upstairs at the end, pick up desperate here's where we get stuck. Right? I had this issue all the time with like quests for your actual class. The tooltip just gets stuck. Let's try upstairs and see one more time. All right. Yeah, all right. Let me try to give you like a real answer on that. What else would be a difference between elves?
You need something?
Obviously, they're much taller.
Need help? Go with honor,
Right.
friend.
Internally, I feel like maybe they process food better than humans also. Maybe get more nutrition out of it. I mean, it really depends on the elf, right? Elmore's task, whatever, desperate prayer, head in there and go some. All right, so this is where we're gonna have to abandon Azeroth autopilot. There we go, reload UI. Elves are more arrogant, have bigger ears, live longer, more magic, 100% more likely to bring prophecies. And elf to, yeah, there you go. Basically that. More likely to appear in hentai as well. So how come elves have better assets than humans? Asses. That one, that's a good question. And they don't. They're just drawn that way. This is a very weird conversation. Ugh. Dude, look at this soundtrack. This is supposedly no copyright too, but we'll probably be hit with a copyright like tomorrow. What do you think the difference between a high elf, a wood elf, and drow elf? I'm not sure what a drow elf is, but I know a wood elf are the ones in the forest, and a high elf just basically like any other creature that just grew up in just a nondescript area but was just an elf. Oh, it was an elf. All I'm saying is Skyrim belongs to the Nords, right? Humanity number one. Can't wait to see Thunder Fury Blessed Blade of the Windseeker being spammed in trade chats. What a lovely day that'll be. I wish it stormed in Stormwind. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's storming right outside the gate. Can we just get some, like, rain effects for Stormwind? Blood Elves, High Elves, Nightborn, and Night Elves are all kind of different now. Blood Elves. I heard all the elves come from Naga, though. Blood Elves get magic from the sun, though. High Elves are the base. Yeah, but High Elves come from... As I just said, I think they come from Naga. No! They come from trolls. Where do humans come from? I think humans just come from apes.
What can I do for you?
Why not this one?
Safe travels.
Safe travels. They're so safe, the travelers. Are you traveling safely? Might be building a new gaming PC soon. Dude, awesome. What are you gonna get? Or like, I guess, like, what kind of specs? Drow Elf is an elf that is essentially a major dick and lives in darker areas of the world, usually slavers and not hostile towards humans. So, like, dark elves, sounds like. This guy's name is Big Sack.
Light be with you.
Backwards, Naga come from elves. Do they really? I thought, I'm gonna have to look at the lineage again. Naga come from elves. They did a no-no and were cursed to be fish people. We got all elves descended from trolls. Wear blood. Then they decided trolls were savages and killed them on sight. Ironic. Elves were their own race before the Sundering, where blood night elves split. I'll probably get a Ryzen 9 39. Ooh, nice. High elves, blood, kept the sun well, and the night elves were left without it, and then they embraced the moon well. Dark elves are amazing. Actually, I always roll as like... have you ever seen the movie Sinister? I literally make... I don't know why, but I always make my blood elf look like the thing from Sinister.
Well met.
Well,
King's honor, friend.
prefer to enslave and dickheads towards other races. Then again, it's the Warhammer Fantasy version. Yeah, Warhammer's a little more brutal, I think, than World of Warcraft, though. Naga respond from the elves of Nazoth, often to share their power to save the people, and they gained the old gods' corruption. Being the fish people, they were from then on.
You need something?
Massive bummer, dude. What is Desperate Prayer? Instantly heals caster. Alright, so we'll drop that for that, because that's sort of like lay hands. In the end, humans are superior in WoW than most other game universes. Yeah, because they're human. Humanity number one, my dude. Youngest species, yet, you know, all I see the Night Elves doing are just living in the trees, right? Oh, look at this giant tree, we're just gonna live here. Whereas humans are building, like, stuff like this. Humans are the best trade skills in plastic, and retail is dark iron dwarves. Yeah, I never really got the whole dwarves thing. They kind of spawned from, what were they? Like the rock dwarves, right? And then they were cursed with flesh or something like that. Humans are the best. I'm just casually waiting to lead the singularity in the glorious age of Corbin. IMO and sci-fi human superiority, the ultimate life. Dude, I'm telling you, man. That's where I'm at with it.
Well met.
Welcome to the Cathedral of Light. Alright, so now we want to roll on over to... I'm not going to be able to kill Hogger. That's not happening. So I'm going to go over here. I need to be probably a couple more levels up. However, in fantasy, I think humans are great and all, but elves are just much cooler. Well, you know, the whole thing is the grass is always greener on the other side, right? All the while, you're saving the world from yet another Nern-ending catastrophe, and nobody gives a single shit. Continue to be assholes towards you. Oblivion is objectively better restored. Oh, dude, for sure. Like, don't get me wrong, I played the living crap out of Skyrim, and so did everybody else. That's why it keeps getting re-released. But, Oblivion... Oblivion... God, my face itches. Had, like, a way better story. Doors were meant to maintain the keepers left by the Titans. After failing the task, they were forced to be fleshy. Way to go, dwarves. Unless it's Warhammer, then they both suck. My lord, your boy has arrived. What's going on, bud? Did you have a good day at work? Horde leveling, fighting demons, warlocks, overcoming the mistakes of your ancestors, alliance leveling. Well, Hogger's too strong. This land is his now. For some reason, even though we have a literal garrison out there, we can't seem to take him out. Morrowind really made me feel like a hero, mostly because everyone treats you like shit for being an outlander. This entire game. You know what I should do? Oh, I'm running this way. And there's nothing there. I guess we'll edit this? That's not right. Sorry, I'm screwing with something. Oh yeah, I totally forgot. The screen was just black for you guys. Bro, yeah, I know. Yeah, I added a scene transition in because your boy has got to use the bathroom real quick because I have had an exorbitant amount of water today. So, with that said, I will be right back. Give me like half a second and I'll be back. Alrighty. I have returned once more. Hey, Confetti Maker, thank you for the follow, bro. Especially considering I wasn't even in. So, do so privately in a whisper so Van doesn't ban you for the horn. What is it? While Rona's gone, y'all want to continue to discuss the qualities of elf hentai over others. Parthenax was played by the voice actor. Was he really? Damn. Moral and ethical reasons. Please don't. Yeah, Van has to go to bed at some point tonight, and he can't be up all night looking at elf hentai again. He's got to get some sleep, you know? Trying to figure out a way to escape the corpus, my guy. How about you? Some light horn is alright. Good lord, the day someone starts discussing I gotta do something. Classic. What degenerate. I think the real degeneracy here is the people that are watching that, right? Scholars maintain you shouldn't put that crap into your brain. Then how did this conversation... It never gets far from it, I'm pretty sure. You start talking about elves and it's just a natural progression at that point. Oh, my spine. Want to sell. Ooh, that's nice. Oh, so that's what tailoring does. Interesting. Because of you, LMAO. Probably. On a side note, Twitch is recommending me Pokemon. I'm sorry. Godspeed on that one, buddy. Truly, the real elf discussion is how Agent Smith escaped to Middle Earth. That just confirms that Middle Earth is in the Matrix, right? Unbreakable Will. Increase the damage you want by 5%. I feel like that's something I need to get because if I use this, that's going to be an ideal situation. Dude, if Middle Earth was in the Matrix simulation, I'd willingly get uploaded. Well, that's where they, you know how they talked about in the Matrix, how like 10% of the human brains rejected the Matrix because it wasn't real? Those were the weebs, man. They're like, this isn't real. It's not World of Warcraft. I can't even say shit because I'm literally playing World of Warcraft. It's a different server. There you go. Wow, okay, literally I just said what everybody else said, so everybody beat me to it. Okay. I mean, Danny in Classic, who isn't? You know? All right. Kuthite Ostalop. Kuthite Ostalop. Thank you for the follow, bro. Went to collapse in two, but with a mace. No elf degeneracy on these human lands. It's true. One of my favorite stories is a guy programs a game so real, his character realizes they're in a simulation, has to be killed, because they don't want to live a lie, goes suffering, surprisingly dark shit. You mean like our universe? None of this is real. Oh, yo. What's going on, bro? Did I say the name correctly? And the sun's coming out. Ah, my fiance is... What are you doing? Oh, just putting lights up. Sure did. Nice. Righteous.
What can I do for you?
Local man with 2 pairs of glasses informs everyone in the Eastern Kingdom nothing is real. Hunger is life. Ah. Quite frankly, nobody believes him. In reality, God's just some cooler dude you thought would be funny to simulate an entire universe. No, and I might get struck down for this, but I think God would have to be like, obviously super smart, so I think he'd be a super nerd, right? He'd be really nerdy. Because if we're all made like him, and a lot of humans are nerdy, then I think there's probably
Light be with you.
a disposition out there of just being nerdy.
Farewell.
Oh, time to pop spine. Oh. In an attempt to move away from hentai again, what do you think the goblins evolved from? Or they came from in the matter? That's a good question. Where did goblins come from? I'm not actually sure, because I don't think there's creatures like them. For that matter, where did the gnomes come from? A bunch of old wild disc manuals and stuff. They're destined to trash bin. Be ashamed thrown away. They're yours if you want them. What? Well, I mean... Oh, look at that mind blast. Oh, what's going to do more damage to it? I appreciate the offer, but I'm not sure what I would do with it. Alright, so let's drop a renew. Did I pick up water? Yes, I did. Thank God. Gnomes come from when two gnomes love each other very much. Well, yeah, but like, where do they come from? You know what I'm saying? Like, where, man? In the ether. Gnomes were machines, cursed with flesh. That sucks. Why is it a curse? Is my question. I don't know. Being alive is pretty good, right? Alright, I've almost got this down. Put that there. Well, I would explain it why the tinkerers are Oh, really? It saw me from way over there? That's interesting. Wow, probably should have gotten this. Give me your torn Murloc limb. Okay, what do we feel about... You never feel bigger than when you're with a pygmy. That's a pretty fucked up conversation. The question is, which WoW god thought that Murlocs were a good thing? Actually, if I recall, there was some infighting about Murlocs, because part of the developers didn't want Murlocs in here, apparently. Well, how would you feel one day if you were suddenly given a life when before you probably had no concept of it? I don't think there's any way to actually answer that question philosophically, TBH. Oh, good. How's priesting? Give it another mind blast. You're just level 10. So. It is nice to... Easy answer. You suddenly feel alive. Logic out of 10. I've never felt more alive. Isn't that what being born is? No concept of life and suddenly yeah, actually. That's pretty much spot on what life is. And I don't remember being born. But I'm pretty sure it was traumatic. Should go back and grind rep and AV. Really don't. It's on everything but PvP specs, so it's awful. It's always fucking loses. Yeah. Something I didn't think about when I decided that I would be Alliance is Alliance always loses AV. Which kind of sucks. dude. There we go. What am I at? 4 out of 8. Not bad. Let's go ahead and drink some more water. We're trying to also move away from the loot combo. Bye, fam. Time for me to head out. All right, Classy. Almost 1 a.m. Good lord. Enjoyed the stream so far. Keep it up, Ron. All right, Classy. Get some sleep, bro. I now have a life. I must scream. Forget about what happened. Do my best. I hope I don't have to watch that again. Yeah, and if you believe, or if your parents believe certain things, you also get something snipped, and I'm pretty sure, I'm glad I don't remember that. Okay, the thing about where dwarves may have come from. I'm pretty sure, Classic, that they come from the rock dwarves, or whatever they are. You know what I'm saying? Rock lobsters, that sort of deal. Oh, good. Not sure. I feel like leveling my hunter. I gotta answer here real quick. Go through this thing. All right. Rowan is confused. Oh my God. Well, I am Christian, so it's kind of how it goes. Doors were machines made by the Titans to maintain the world. I thought, were they machines though? Because I always thought that they were made out of rocks, and the gnomes were machines. It's probably the hands down the worst thing I've ever said. It's all right. I'll survive. Okay, not gonna survive that if I try to do that. So we're just going off. Forsaken is where it's at. I think Forsaken are a bunch of tryhards. I feel like trying out Shaman every time I PvP against it. It's awesome. Then there we go. You can make robots out of rocks, son. Metal is just bendy rock. No, but they're rocks, like really rocks. Like you go hike a mountain, it's just a rock. Is making me big sad. I know, but I was thinking that they come from humans, apes, and well, I mean, it's an interesting idea for sure, but they're like already like confirmed to be from Titans and whatnot. What's up, everyone? What's going on? Lib. So, if anybody was watching yesterday, he did a donation, which I still haven't fixed yet, and I need to do that after I get off. But he donated yesterday $100. Do appreciate it, my guy. Thank you very much. That is awesome. I wish there was a banner up top that actually showed that, but I really need to figure out how to connect that. Second, are a bunch of tryhards. Literally none of them choose to get back up. Yeah, but once they get back up, they're like, my people are the Forsaken. That's why we have the edgy name Forsaken, like a 15-year-old band. Trust me, I know how it goes. Excuse me, ow. Oh, God. Migraine. All right, so let's keep her moving. It's a cool idea. Yeah, no, it's a cool idea. In fact, if it weren't for like, WoW's like established lore on it, dude, that'd be kind of like, it would make sense, right? Because like if you're in like underground, you don't need to be as tall. So people who weren't as tall would be able to navigate better. And then they could also, probably be a lot more hardy because they could eat just about anything. So, it's a cool idea. Put together a group for a dungeon takes so long. Oh, snap. Also, I don't. I'm not kidding. Yes. So, Roanoke Games, where are you committing a war crime in the village of fish people? Oh, just a little north of, where is it? The logging village? Sometimes you live long enough to go, fuck it. Perhaps I mix half the periodic table with some fox. Make some fox drink it. Well, I mean, apparently Zeus lived long enough to start doing stuff with animals, so yeah, pretty much. I like the Forsaken because they're like me, tired all the time and pissed off they're still walking around. Oh, there you go. That's the spirit, buddy. Go ahead and pop a renew, and then you will drink some water. Zeus lived long enough to make his bucket list all. Oh, God. Dude, this water is no longer cutting it. And actually follow through. Do we have to respect that? I mean... Alright, so I really don't want to take on 3 warlocks at once, so we're just going to bypass that crap. Hey, look, I don't want to take on those ones either. Let's try getting a strat lie to get them Crusader. At 60. Guildmaster's talking to me, but I am nowhere near 60. And actually follow through. Respect. I thought all Zeus did was kill his dad and then bang every mortal when he wanted to. No, Zeus banged animals too. Lots of them. Hydration is important, even at high levels. Yes, it is. And this guy is drinking like all of the hydration too. Night came in. If Thunder God starts fiddling with every cow on Earth, we either gotta respect it, fear it, or accept it. Hey man, you can accept something without having to respect it, right? My God. Dude, what is going on? Give me the freaking other 2 torn fins. What the crap? Animals and bang using their weird animals. He turned into animals? Ah! Why? You know why they tell stories like that. It's because somebody thought about doing that. Faster than the warrior. My time as hunter was just unbelievable. Felt like I wasn't even the same game. Distance. The WoW classic we forgot, though. PTSD, killing 5 billion zebras trying to get 4 hooves. Oh, God. Or trying to get the liver in Westfall. That's the worst, and it will be the worst when I have to do that later. Are you kink-shaming Zeus? Better believe it. Just get struck by lightning. Actually, did you guys hear about that streamer that did get struck by lightning? They were in the middle of the stream, and they got struck. It was kind of bizarre. Alright, so we can now go down to Guard Thomas and drop this crap off. Apparently it's not good to roll Human Priest. Fear Ward, Let's talk about that. Talk about what? The disturbing lack of livers in the boars? Honestly, I think it's because someone got caught paying an animal and they were like, bro, what the heck? They said, no, dude. It was a literal god. What was I supposed to say? No, Zeus, please. Use your massive post. Well, if you don't intend on raiding, I guess it's okay. Oh, okay, Kara. Talking. Psh, I'll find a new raid group then. Chat probably all went. What is that? Classic. Streams get struck by lightning. Bet Zeus was wheeling him into an ambulance with a few wings. Knowing the bucket list just got a little shorter. I feel like I should try caster again. Currently having a conversation with my guild master
Light with you.
about why I went human rather
the
than dwarf
alliance.
for priest. You see, there's some people who play this game and they're just so concerned about how much damage can they do, is it going to be worth it, yada yada yada, blah blah blah. And it's like, to me, I just want to play as a race that I like, which is human, and then I just want to play as a class that I like, which is shadow priest. And I know that there's a fear ward on dwarves, but to me, I'm just like, dude, I don't care. I'll find a new raid group then. Yes. Yes, you will. Banned. I mean, that's pretty much it. I'm just like, yeah, man, I'm going to be raiding at the end of this, regardless of if my guild wants me to or not, because I'm going to go find a group to raid with, and I'd probably honestly just leave the guild, because I don't have really that much attachment to it as of yet. Yeah, like some people are like, oh, you can only play as a dwarf paladin or a dwarf priest, or you can only play as a night elf druid, or you can only play as a human warlock. It's just like, dude, that's so stupid. And if a raid really hinged on the racials that you have as opposed to the skill and literal use of everything else, including your armor, it's just like, dude, come on, that's so stupid. I just want to play what I want because it's fun. Min-maxing what seems retail into a screaming void, so there's still going to be some here in Classic too. Yeah, exactly. What's going on, Taco Game? Good to see you, bro. Now, I haven't told any of my guild that I'm on YouTube or anything, so he doesn't know. I'm just talking mad shit right now. I like to play Forsaken Warriors to cause aneurysms. Exactly. You know, or be an orc mage. Can you be an orc mage? I think you can be an orc mage. Like, who cares, man? If you like a class, honestly, the racials, like, a fear ward is not going to make or break a raid with one person. I'm sorry, it's not going to. So, what's going on, Hazion? One of my first characters was Forsaken Warlock because he's evil. I do. One of my first characters was a human paladin because, you know, holy rollin'. I'm surprised to see so few casters. A lot of horde. I don't play WoW, I haven't gotten into it, but I would, of course, become the sexiest elf mage in existence. You gotta go Blood Elf then, my dude. Imagine traveling with both feet on the ground at human speed. This comment was made by Titanfall Pilots Gang. Can you imagine it? Tragic. Hi, I'm not saying go play Last of Us 2, but could you revisit the virus new stuff for the video? Please, that would be awesome. Actually, yeah, try that again in English. Absolutely, Black Mount. The plan is to cover the new infected. I deleted it, so I'm hoping I don't have to redo everything.
Need help?
We'll see on that front, but it's kind of irrelevant. I plan on covering it anyways. Silvestry wolf meat.
Go with honor, friend.
Hinlow, what's up? What's going on, buddy? Trying to get some water. Most people that do go warrior do it because they're best DPS.
You need something?
Yeah, that makes sense. Grab 2 more of these.
See you around.
I just wanted to tank, but if I had known... Wait. Do warriors have DPS? Blackmouth, thank you for the follow, bro. Do appreciate it. Last of Us 2 second playthrough coming. Oh, I mean, at least I know what I know now. So like, I know what at least I'm getting close to like beating the game. But still, that is the deadliest. See you around. Oh, I'll see you all right. Pretty much. I've seen so much crazy stuff. He's too jaded to care. Best of the game. Scales the hardest with everything, so outshines. So. I've got alt fever. All right, I gotta go now. Head into a family thing. Have fun, Roanoke. Hopefully the chat will continue with the elf sexy convo. Thank you, Classic Space. I appreciate it, man. And you have fun as well. Peace Space. Yes. Oh damn, we did finish The Last of Us 2. And spoiler alert, I hated it. Thanks, I hate it. People don't know how much work goes into that though. It sucks to your full raid gear. Honestly, most things suck. Now, trying to kill Hogger is going to get me killed. Straight up. Hopefully the chat will... Hopefully not. I was going to buy a PS4 for The Last of Us 2, but thankfully the leaks came out before I decided to buy one. Now, there are good games, I think, on PS4. I think. I really got it for The Last of Us, that's it. But
Need help? Be careful.
And it was kind of more of a business expense. And I didn't even buy it. It was actually my fiance. But, you know, I don't know. It's just... I enjoy PC and Xbox more, but there is good stuff on PS4. Lego system, no point. Might as well wait for PS5. Exactly. There's going to be some stuff on PS5 that's going to be boss. So I wouldn't worry about it. Whenever you see a controversy about a game, though, it's usually worth waiting at least a week to see how much is true and get recommendations. Exactly. Because sometimes people are just, like, super salty for no reason. But, you know, at the same time, you also have people trying to pretend like 100,000 reviews that say the game is poor on Metacritic are actually just lies. So, you gotta almost take everything with a grain of salt. I like how that spell literally turned green because I casted it when he hit me, so it didn't count. Let me see what's fighting for. Oh, this could be a problem. There's an infamous Second Son game that I really want. What is Second Son? Horizon Forbidden West is coming to PS5. Man, I don't even know what these games are. I've never heard of them. Finished another barrel of whiskey. Oh, my guy. What are you talking about? That sounds awful. And I just know PS5 is going to have some good-looking exclusives. Dope. I can't. Ooh, fuck. I can't take any of those out. I can take this guy out. You know what I'm looking forward to? Battletoads. It's gonna be pretty cash. I brew my own whiskey. So, Onyx, what don't you do just to make your curiosity? I feel like you've done everything. Some exclusives, though, look rather questionable. You guys seen Quantum Horror? You know, actually, why I would get a PS5, I kind of would like to do the VR thing. Because I really want to get into VR, I just don't want to clog up my computer with VR. Art. Pretty, at 1 healing. Do that. See if I can pull this thing without really pulling it, the whole group. Well, what if I could take 2? I'd probably take 2. Oh yeah, especially if I get hits like that. That's nice. Ah yes, leaving your body on autopilot just existed. That's the life. Quantum error, sorry. What is quantum error? I haven't heard that one. I haven't heard of anything. I must be like completely out of the loop. Is that my first armband? Oh my god! I've killed like 6 of these things. I'm looking forward to a beefier PC so I can make beefier art. Hey, there you go. Battletoads, yeah, exactly, Black Clown. We should all start calling GameStop and asking if they have Battletoads. I would try alcohol, but I'm not 21 yet. Good. Good on you. Don't try alcohol till you're of age. Pally's auto attack to level 60. No way. Priest in 4 Global's DPS as Druid. God, this guy's like... My guildmaster's like an uber nerd. He knows everything. Oh, nope. Hey man, good vibes. Gotta go. Need to finish watching the Crippen. Hey, well, dude, I hope you enjoy it. Just look at quantum error trailers for yourself. I'm not gonna say anything publicly because of professionalism, but oh yeah, I can kind of see how that might be an issue. Pretty confident for negative atmosphere. There you go. Well, I'm pretty confident with negative atmosphere. I think it's gonna be a great game. It is gonna do better. That's pretty cool. More water. Does the PS5 do VR natively? I thought you needed a PSVR console add-on for it too. I think that's just the PS4, right? I mean, it would make sense for the PS5 to do that too. I can't walk or swim or do jumping jacks. Well, at least you could joke about it, right? I just want games that aren't affected by 2020. Don't we all, man? Okay, time to reload the UI. Because Hans mission. Spoiler alert, I'm still utterly amazed at how many of Quantum Error's assets are moved just bought off the marketplace with basic texture set on top as an individual. So you can get a image. Well, dude. Yeah. I mean, but you gotta figure it's cheap, right? There's sort of like, there's a lot of games I hear, and like I actually recognize the noises from World of Warcraft or like Oblivion. It's very bizarre. It would be nice to pull this group. No, it would not be nice to pull this group. Well, maybe I can pull this one this way. Oh shit, nope. Nope. It's cheap, right? Every major game developer the past 5 years. And it's like, no wonder we're all having issues, right? And die. There's one. Just keep running. Maybe I can loot his body. There we go. Oh, didn't even have what I need. Okay. Cheap and lackluster. What you want to check the news into for the console launch title though? I think it's a bad impression, but hey, reading those microtransactions for bodies. So I don't know, man. It's like I understand where there's kind of a crunch on stuff like that. It's not an ideal situation, but it is still ass. EA approves. You know what EA needs to do? It needs to freaking let go of the husk that is Dead Space and just let somebody else take over, because they need to give it to Calvin. Straight up. It's so ridiculous that they're just holding on to that IP and they're just like, oh, nope, 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 nope. We're not going to let it go because we're dickweeds. Then we could charge $60 for it at launch, and then additional $60 total for all DLC, which includes content that should have been in the base game that we decided we could make more money off. Exactly. Well, you know what's going to happen eventually, right? We're going to hit like another ET release of a game where it's like nowhere near done. And I'm not talking about like, it's clear that it's not done, but like, it's just going to be broken, almost like MCC, but worse, right? And then they're going to be like, everybody's just going to give up on game developers, and then we're going to have another crash, and then we're going to have to move on from there after a little while. And my money's, I'm going to say, probably not this console generation, but the next. That's where we're going to see it happen. Oh, dude, fuck you. The new games for next gen might cost $70. Well, be careful with that, because they've been talking about that every single console. The reason games right now are $60 is because they actually tried making it $70 at one point. I remember when this happened, and people were like, I'm not gonna buy that. I'm just gonna wait till it comes down in price, because there's something about the human brain that when you see 60, you're like, it's a little more than half of 100. That's fine. But when you see 70, your brain's like, no, I'm not buying that. So yeah, you'll obviously have some people that will buy it because they'll have the income for it. But most people aren't going to buy $70 games. C is buy sold the IP away, would mean devs would get when you're making a game, and it's good, it'll far outweigh the amount EA sold their IP for. Yeah. NBA 2K price their goods at $70, so chances are everyone falling through. Did people buy NBA or NBA? Because I'd like to see their sales on that one, because this is actually like a literal psychological thing that they tried doing before and it utterly failed. I forget what year it was. I think it was when the Xbox One came out or something like that. And it doesn't have microtransactions for gameplay mechanics. Like, I'm gonna be able to make it without buying separately. I'm not buying this. Tell Calvin that just to play the game, there needs to be like a collection charge per minute, right? And it's $60 per minute. Otherwise, we're not buying it. Also, ask Calvin, I could just ask Calvin, when am I supposed to voice the Easter egg? You don't need a new Dead Space IP though, mate. We're going to carry the torch in our own unique way. Well, sure. I mean, I think that's probably the best plan, but I would like to see an actual conclusion of the story. You know what I'm saying? Rumor is EA is making a car, engine, keys, and wheels sold separately. Yes. It will most likely cost $70 because games will cost more to make. Also, I'd be fine if they were $70 as long as there's no microtransactions. You better believe there's going to be microtransactions regardless, dude. That's what they do. They're going to charge you $70 and then they're going to put another $50 to completely unlock everything. Lots of secret agent businesses. I don't know. I'm a little resistant to the whole $70 change. I mean, most people are. But I just don't see it being a good idea. Because, I mean, really, I don't know, man. I haven't played, like, and I know this is going to sound stupid. I haven't played, like, a good game in forever, right? It seems like everything just kind of gets more and more greedy, and you feel it more and more, and the stories just get less inspired. It's sort of like how movies lately have been like that, you know? It's not to say that it's all like that by any stretch of the imagination, but I have noticed it, and I think everybody else has noticed it too. Oh snap! That was nice. Oh, dude, that is like lay hands, except there's only a 10-minute cooldown versus an hour. No, I'm just gonna run away from this. Post-world secret division is my favorite way to say it. I can't talk about something publicly. That's the oh god, why did you hit him? Dude, go away, thank you, Jesus. Anyways, dinner time, gotta go. Alright, Danny, take care, dude. Probably about there with you on that. Politics, politics, politics. Yeah, politics aren't really that fun. Like, I don't know about you guys, but I'm tired of hearing about them. Is $70 too much for a game, though? If you look at the visuals and the gameplay, you got a Boston cartoon. I'd say it's probably worth more than out there. Well, my thinking on it is it's kind of a slippery slope. And, yeah, the engine that they're running on... Hey, Christopher Breyer, thank you for your follow, my dude. The engine that they're running on is, as technology increases, better so that they can do things like that. But it's not necessarily, and I could just be talking about this, but as far as I know, it's not necessarily like they have to individually go in and model each blade of grass to make it look that way. They can just, the engines themselves are getting better. It's not to discount how good the game looked, but I don't know. I would feel super cheated if The Last of Us 2 was a $70, fuck these things, dude. It was a $70 game. You get full level, vague, real, crossover mysteries. Alright, heal by. Oh my god! Dude, come on. That was already. That's annoying. Oh, good. Oh my god, cast it, my dude! Dude, oh my god. Dude, priests suck! This is such bullshit. Okay, alright, you know what? Fuck this, I'm out. Oh shit. There we go. Yeah, I mean, you know, cast at your leisure, buddy. Two very dead hell priests. Me murdered music go. Are you still listening? I don't know. Am I still listening? Bet you want to make a vid on how wild characters get axed on their backs and stroll like nothing. The magic heals them, my dude. Some indie games are better than AAA games, though. Agreed. Stream ends before I return, then bye and have a great night. Alright, Danny, see you, dude. Fingers crossed we get a full vague new wave across all industries. That'd be great. Bet you want to still playing Doom Eternal. Just in case you're wondering, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I did kind of wonder what you're talking about. The new, wait a minute. Germax, thank you for the follow, bro. Do appreciate it. And I'm not sure if that noob followed or... Nope, that was a subscription on YouTube. Never mind. Hey, Ron, are you going to stream Cyberpunk 2077? I might. I have to... I never really... Wasn't there like an original Cyberpunk or something? I never played it. So that would be something that I would have to kind of take a look at, I believe. Also, I don't know if I'm going to do this or not, but first off, I had no other plans besides just playing some WoW tonight and just chilling. So I might stream here in a little bit, but I actually have to go get some dinner here because I know my fiance is probably already eating her spine at this point because she's starving. So I am probably going to call this here after I hearth, but I will probably get back on and stream if anybody's interested in that in a little bit. And yeah, then I'll see you guys then. Dinner stream, bro. I don't know about that one. There was an original Cyberpunk, I don't believe. It was first announced literally half a decade ago, and it's been in development now. Holy shit, okay. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of then. So yeah, I'm gonna go get some food. I appreciate you guys watching. Oh, you know what, there we go. That's what I look like? No, screw it, we're gonna do it. I appreciate you guys watching. We're gonna call it a night there. I will probably be back on in a couple hours and streaming because I got nothing else to do. If not, then I'll be streaming tomorrow morning. All right, guys, thank you for watching, and I will see everybody probably in a little bit. All right, deuces, y'all. Oh, I'm gonna fix everything else too.